Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Weekday lunch just arrived at J. Luigi Soho. Now serving Italia all day. Stop in Tuesday through Friday for $11 lunch combos and sandwiches made just for lunch. Then ease into happy hour from 4 to 6 with martinis, spritz, and more. J. Luigi Soho on the corner of South Howard and De Leon. Ciao for now.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco-Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the O.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
The main thing, when people come to sit with Dad, the doctors want positive talk. It helps in his recovery.
Got it. Oof, Maron, he looks terrible.
Uncle Paul.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
Sometimes I'm right and I can be wrong. My own beliefs are in my song. The butcher, the banker, the drummer, and then makes no difference what group I'm in. I am everyday people. Yeah, yeah.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Drew Garabo Live. My name's Drew Garabo, and I'm alive. Live and alive. Thank you very much, Ascending Show, for a phenomenal lead-in as always. Thoroughly enjoy listening to John and Dizzy. Thank you to JP before them, Johnny B before them, and the Mike Calta Show before him. Appreciate all y'all. Got a hell of a radio station here, don't we? It occurred to me last night when someone made a comment on the Drew Garabo Live Facebook page that he'd been listening to me since I started on the Bone. And I did some mathematical computations in my head and realized that I'm coming up on my 14th year on the radio in Tampa Bay, which is as long as I was on the radio in Orlando, which probably doesn't blow your mind, nor does it mean anything to you. But for me, I feel like I was on the radio in Orlando forever. And I still feel kind of like a new guy over here, which I guess is good, right? But it's just a delight to be here. And thank you so much to everyone who's listened for an hour, a day, a week, a month, or 14 years. If you'd like to get in touch with me, 800-771-1025 is my direct number. You'll notice when you call in that we are not equipped with a screener of phone calls. You just get right on the air. Very frequently, you'll call, you won't even go on hold. You'll just hear a boop, and then you're talking to me, which can be perplexing, confusing, maybe even agitating if you're used to someone who would pick up the phone and go, hello there, would you like to speak to the talk radio program currently on the air? They get you all ready for it, but us, we fly without a net. I say us because it's normally Maurice and myself, but today Maurice is under the weather, and I'll be doing radio solo, which is no big deal for me, no skin off my nose. I have been doing solo radio ever since I've hosted my own program in about 97. I've been very fortunate to share studio space and time with very, very talented people through the years. And I like doing that. I also like doing it by myself from time to time. So just me and you for the next couple of hours or so until a concert that I'm very intrigued about tonight, which we'll talk about later. But first, I want to talk about the biggest story of the day, which is, of course, brand new Pope. 20% of America is Catholic, 1 in every 5. Yet it seems like 4 out of every 5 people seem to be interested in history being made by an American Pope, the first American Pope, Mr. Cardinal Robert F. Prevost, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, elected the new Pope in a conclave. The reason I started the show with a clip from The Sopranos featuring Paulie Walnuts is there's a connection there. The actor who played, I'm not sure if he's dead. Could look it up, but I don't care. The actress who played Paulie Walnuts, Tony Sirico, his brother was part of the conclave that selected or elected the new Pope, Father Robert Sirico. Not a dead ringer for Paulie Walnuts, but definitely you would look at him and go, dang, that guy looks like a very religious version of Paulie Walnuts. I'd like to ask you to juice the phones a little bit because I like talking to people. Otherwise, it's just me sitting here in a room by myself, which feels so weird sometimes. One word to describe how you feel about the first American Pope. I'm not apathetic because obviously I'm talking about it. I'm also not super passionate about it. I do have to say, America be winning right now, right? Like we took control of that body of water right off Florida's coast that used to be shackled with the Latin American moniker Gulf of Mexico, and now it's the Gulf of America. Boom, got that body of water. Pope used to be Italian, maybe Brazilian, Venezuelan, now American. We're taking over the world, baby. So one word to describe how you feel about the first American Pope. People seem to care about it a lot. If you're not Catholic, why in the hell? Why? Like, I don't even know really what the Pope does per se, other than, I guess, act as God's ambassador on earth. But I'm always fascinated when a new religious leader is chosen. I don't subscribe to any organized religion. I believe in something greater than all of us. I believe that we got here somehow. I don't know how. Whether it was a big bang, a scientific experiment, or if we're the dream of an English sheepdog, something created this life that we are experiencing together right now. You are listening to me. I am speaking to you. Whether it is the universe that put that in motion, some sort of divine intervention, harmonic convergence, what have you, there is a reason we are all here. There is a reason I am still alive. There is a reason you are still alive. And there's a reason you're listening to my voice right now. Maybe it's because you're at a work site where coworkers seem to enjoy my voice even though you hate it. If that's the case, I do humbly apologize for the inconvenience, and I hope you can lay back and enjoy it a little bit. The Dalai Lama is 89 years old, and I think he's like the 14th Dalai Lama. I'm intrigued by that as well, even though I'm not a Buddhist. I think the Dalai Lama is like the head of the Buddhist religion. Wouldn't it be so awesome if the Dalai Lama and the new Pope had like a little sit down and address the world, bringing all of these people together? And I think from what I've read, this Chicago Pope is big on all of us coming together in unity, which is nice. Hopefully he will be as open-minded and progressive as the former Pope was. But time will tell. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon. Who are you?
Nick.
How you doing today, Nick?
Doing good. How you doing?
Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate you asking. What can we do for you?
Oh, I couldn't narrow it down to one word. I can do three for you.
Yeah, three are
About
great.
damn time.
Three's great. About damn time. So you've been waiting your entire life to have an American Pope?
Oh, more than anything.
Why's that?
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to talk about Santa.
Oh, all right. Then why, I don't know. Why lie?
Well, it is about damn time, isn't it?
I don't know. Like, have you been clamoring for an American Pope? Like, have you been unfulfilled your entire life because there hasn't been an American Pope?
It could fulfill me more now that there is one.
How?
I really don't know. I'm not Catholic.
Okay. I get the impression you just like hearing your own voice on the radio and that you don't really have anything interesting to say. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm searching for substance in your phone call, and I'm not finding any.
Well, I started to call about Santa, and the Pope happened, and,
Well, you started with the Pope, just so you know. You could have said, I don't care about the Pope. I'm here to talk about Santa, but you didn't. Let's start all over again. Hey, Nick, it says on the phone screen there, computer, that you want to talk about Santa. What's up with that?
Oh, well, I'm going tonight, and I'm wondering how you feel about it, because I'm wondering how it's going to be.
I felt really good about it until I found out that the audience is going to have at least one dildo moron, and that would be you, Nick. I felt awesome about going because I got some friends who had extra tickets. I've never seen Pussifer. I've never seen A Perfect Circle. I'm intrigued by Maynard. I was really, really super psyched about it. Thought it was going to be a really cool crowd with 100% cool and interesting people. Until about 2 minutes and 45 seconds ago, I discovered that possibly one of the biggest brain-dead imbeciles I've ever had the displeasure of speaking to is going to be sharing oxygen with me there at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amp tonight. And no offense, that's you.
It's an honor to be roasted by you, Drew.
Is it? It shouldn't be, because, I mean, it would be cool if I meant this in a playful tone, like, haha, just kidding, buddy. But I'm sincere in everything that I said so far. About the judgment I made about your character.
That's fine by me.
Okay, good. As long as we're fine with it. Thank you. Which band are you looking forward to seeing the most? I ask as if I care.
A Perfect Circle.
You seem like the type of person I was afraid I would see a lot of there tonight. Like, I'm trying to say this in a non-insulting way. When I had initial misgivings about going tonight, it was because I thought I might encounter people like you. Again, no offense.
No offense taken. I missed Tool. I was supposed to see them at Bonnaroo.
I bet you haven't missed a Tool in your entire life. I bet you're a Tool magnet. I bet you attract tools like Tim frickin' Taylor.
Oh?
Thank you. I was just looking for a nugget I could take away from your phone call, and you gave me a really good one at the end there. Thank you for that. 800-771-1025. Appreciate the call, Nick. Have a great day, and I hope to see you tonight. I'll buy you a beer. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, this is Ben.
What's up, Ben? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. I'm pretty excited about this new pope. I am Roman Catholic, so
okay.
I'm actually shocked that they picked an American, to be honest with you, after Pope Francis, coming from the Americas. I really was expecting either an Italian pope, or they were even talking about an African pope getting the election.
Ooh, that would have really turned the world on its ear. I don't. How do I put this? I don't know that the world, or at least America in its current state, is ready for an African pope. I think the backlash you would read on social media, unfortunate as this is, would be extreme and very unpleasant. You know what I mean?
I'd like to hope as a Catholic that we would be as accepting of that. I mean, we haven't had an African pope for, I think it's close to 1,000 years, maybe 600 years. And so it's been a long time, but I know the front runner from Africa, he was a lot more conservative. And this one that was selected, Pope Leo XIV, he's supposed to be a lot more of a moderate. But I bet the people of Chicago are real happy, God's finally on our side. Maybe they'll take home a championship.
Dude, and he went to Villanova University, where I believe Michael Bridges and Josh Hart from the New York Knickerbockers both went. So if we're seeing this as a sign from God, I would put money on the New York Knicks winning the NBA title because, their alma mater produced a pope and possibly 2 NBA champions,
Yeah, it might happen. I'm just hoping maybe they could help out the White Sox a little bit because they look like they've been cursed by God.
That is very true. So you are excited as a Roman Catholic. You're excited and surprised that it is an American pope.
Yes, yeah, I'm very surprised. I'm excited. I kind of hope it's going to be a return to a little more traditional nature of the Catholic Church, like bringing back the Latin Mass. I hope that kind of comes back a little bit because we kind of departed a lot of the traditional natures of the church.
Yeah, I've read that this guy is a very middle of the road, not liberal, not conservative, but kind of middle of the road, bridging the gap kind of religious leader, which is pretty awesome. If someone asked you that they knew nothing about organized religion and they said, hey, man, what does the Pope do? What would you say?
So the Pope is the Bishop of Rome.
Okay.
So the Bishop of Rome is guiding the whole Catholic Church as a whole. So he is, I guess you could say, like the president of the Catholic Church, of the 1.4 billion Catholics in this world.
That's a lot of Catholics. 20% of Americans identify as Roman Catholics. And my dad was raised Catholic, my mom Jewish. And so that religious divide between them kind of led to my sister and I being raised, or my sister and me, being raised with very little, if any, religious guidance at all. So I'm still trying to figure everything out kind of on my own. I'm interested that so many people, especially non-Catholics, are interested and excited. If you had to serve a Chicago-related dish to celebrate Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost becoming Pope Leo, would you go Chicago deep dish pizza, which is tourist pizza, Chicago flat square pizza? Would you go Chicago beef, or would you go Chicago hot dog?
Oh, I think you have to stick with pizza because you are in Italy. You're in Rome.
Good point.
So stick in the pizza thing, and you got to bring the American flair. So you got to go Chicago deep dish. I think that's probably the best thing they have to offer. So let's go with that.
Would you consider it insensitive to Catholics if Pizzeria Uno ran a Pope Leo special today and had discounted deep dish pizza in honor of the Chicago Pope?
No, I think that's a great way to celebrate. I don't think people should be getting upset about any of the stuff. If people want to poke fun, they poke fun.
Yeah.
Growing up Catholic, people are going to tell you all kinds of terrible things about priests doing bad stuff. Yes, it's true, but, you just kind of roll with the punches, or when Trump puts on the AI Pope outfit, hey, okay, cool. I thought it was kind of humorous.
It was funny.
I didn't get upset about it.
No, it's very funny. I think the more you can laugh at ridiculous stuff like that and not allow it to upset you, the more you're living life right. But I do understand why people have social issues that are very important to them. Don't get me wrong. I just find it is a lot easier to laugh at things than it is to get upset, and it's much better for your mental health.
Exactly. And I hope with this new Pope that, we kind of turn into some of these things and accept the faults in the Catholic Church and the problems that have happened.
Hell yeah.
We have to have a little bit of humility and understand, we've made mistakes along the way. We are human beings after all. And I hope that that's the kind of stance this Pope takes.
You got some hope, some Pope hope. Thank you, man. I appreciate the call. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, Drew. You too.
Hell yeah. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Joe.
Hi,
How
Joe.
are you?
Doing great, man. Thank you. What's going on, bud?
Hey, I don't think we can just sit back and ignore the fact of what they've really done to Catholics.
The
popes and everything.
What have the popes
done? They're pretty notorious.
Oh, notorious POPE. What have they done, these popes?
They're the pedos. They switch them from one place to another. It's ridiculous.
There were years,
and I don't see how society can sit back and if any other organization did that, they would not be looked at like there's some great thing.
I do think a lot of people share your opinion. I don't think that too many people excuse them or sweep it under the rug. There were centuries of abuse in the Catholic faith of altar boys, especially. Being sexually abused by.
But if it were any other organization, they would be driven out of, I guess, what they're in is the pedophile business.
So then, what would you have them do? Would you disband all
I think
Catholics?
They should be I think they should be disbanded and start over, because the organization that runs the place are the guys that switch these guys from town to town. You know, I mean, they do atrocious things to kids, and then their punishment is to go to a new town where they can get some fresh kids.
Yeah, I do see what you're saying. I guess it's somewhat akin to Penn State University and Jerry Sandusky and Joe Paterno, who probably knew a lot about it. They faced sanctions and everything, but what you're suggesting
and
is
nobody's saying how great they are.
Well,
I mean, that Pope, I don't care what he is. He belongs to a pedophile organization.
Well, there you go. Thank you for your opinion. I'm not necessarily saying you're wrong. I think there is evil in just about any organization like that. I don't know that I would paint with so broad of a brush to say the Catholic Church needs to be disbanded per se, but I also don't think that we should just be cool with centuries of sexual abuse that gets covered up. So I see where you're coming from. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
This is 239.
Hello?
This is 239.
The terrible phone connection, sir. What can I do for you?
Hey, as long as we're disbanding the Catholic Church because of atrocities, how about the Muslim religion?
There you go. Let's disband all religions. Now we're talking. 800-771-1025. If you look in any organized religion hard enough, I think you're going to find abuse and cover-ups from the dawn of time. You know, people know that going into it. People still remain Muslim. People still remain Catholic. People still remain Buddhist and Jew. Well, I don't know if there was too much in the Buddhist faith. I haven't looked into it yet. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Drew. Who are you?
Hey, my name is Evan.
Hey, Evan. What's up, bud?
Hey, I just wanted to pretty much reply to what the last guy was talking about the Catholics being a pedo club.
Yeah.
I think that guy's kind of forgetting that that's kind of like the whole point of Protestants, not necessarily like for pedophilia, but just not agreeing with the Catholics, but, you know, still following God.
Okay.
In a way.
Yeah.
Just branching off like that.
Okay.
And as a Protestant, I'm actually a Lutheran. I don't really follow the Pope that much, but I think there's just going to be a big trend of people showing interest in the Pope because, as the internet does, they make memes and jokes about literally everything, and it's just a way to seem relevant.
That sounds like a lot of fun at parties, huh? 800-771-1025. Meme culture exists, sir. That's what we do. We make memes out of everything. Ben Affleck's upset about a divorce. Meme it. Spider-Man's looking at Spider-Man, pointing at him. Meme it. New Pope. Meme him. Hello, who are you?
Hello?
Hi, what's your name?
Hey, Drew. What's up, buddy? My name is Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, I got a question for you. I'm sorry to bring it up. It's a little off topic.
Don't be sorry.
You're going to have to forgive me.
That's okay.
I am a little late on this, but for everybody out there, including myself, who's not real familiar with this setup, how come a lot of the shows changed with the times and the people on it?
Sure, great question. And never apologize, man. I'm an open book about anything in my life. If I can't answer it, I'll just say I don't know. So, I'll just take you back to last year, which is where the genesis of all of this happened.
Right.
Despite the success of Roger and JP's show from a ratings perspective, a revenue perspective, and every perspective, the company that owns us looked at the payroll and said, something's got to change. Roger and JP no longer the show right after Mike Calta, okay? So the local management, who we love, Jason and John, fought very, very hard to keep Roger and JP intact. Just couldn't do it. They went to the mat for him repeatedly, and it just couldn't happen. So then they were like, all right, well then what do we do with the middays? We don't necessarily do a great job of grooming talent here at the station. You know, there was really, other than John Senning, really nobody ready to step up and become a talk show host. So then, and they looked very, very intensely at Drew Garabo Live with John Senning. You got unbelievable chemistry between John and me. To be honest with you, chemistry unlike I've ever felt before, unlike I've ever heard before. The best version of my radio program. But John is on a path to become a talk show host. It's what he wants. It's what I want for him, etc.
Well, congratulations to him.
Well, exactly. So then they somehow managed to finagle a deal where JP and Monica and Dizzy were able to remain in the middays. So then Mike Calta's show remains untouched. They do an after show with Johnny B. They get JP, Monica, and Diz after that. Move John Senning up to his own show from 1 until 4. Move me, and then John and I get to do 3 to 4 every day together. And then I do 4 to 7. And then no more night show. That's another way to save some bucks here or there. Not that they're paying Mo and Spike a hell of a lot of money, but still, it was ours. So then they move Mo up to my show, and that's how we arrived at where we are right now.
So then after 7 o'clock, are they just playing replays of the shows from the same day?
Yes, sir. That is exactly what happens, because as many devoted listeners as we have who do catch every hour of every day, we got some people who work nights who don't get to hear it all. So then right at 6:52, we go to commercial break, and we come back. The entire lineup repeats itself. The Mike Calta show, and then you get to hear a replay of, I'm sure, Johnny B and JP and Senning show and Drew Garabo Live.
Gotcha. Don't get me wrong. I do love you, Drew, and you're a great guy, and you do a hell of a job. I do appreciate you.
Thank you.
But my favorite show was Roger and JP, and when I put you on, I said, well, wait a second. Why is Drew at this time? Why is John at this time? And then why is it only the JP show? What happened to Roger and Brett? What's going on?
Yeah, and they're still doing their show up in Long Island. They're killing it up on BLI, and I love those guys. I mean, Roger and JP and especially Brett, unbelievably talented people, charismatic as hell, radio professionals. Roger is one of the most professional, disciplined broadcasters with such a tremendous voice I've ever heard in my life. And it sucks. There's just no other way to say it. It sucks that it had to be that way. We had a great thing going, but with radio the way it is, if they got to do that to keep us viable, play ball. You know what I mean? You put me on here, put me on in the middle of the night, put me on wherever you need. I just want to stay in radio and be able to continue to live my dreams and use this platform to hopefully make the world a better place.
And I do appreciate you, sir. You and everyone else there you guys definitely do a great job, and
Thanks.
I appreciate it. Just keep up the great work, guys. Thanks for your time.
Great question. Thank you, bud. Appreciate the way you went about asking it, and thanks for giving me the opportunity to explain. 800-771-1025 is the number. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello?
Hi.
How you doing? Jersey Jim here.
Hey, Jim. Drew here.
I was hoping that we'd get another Pope Francis as a non-practicing Catholic, but I'm afraid we got another Pope Benedict.
Oh, well, if you don't practice, you're never going to get good at it, sir.
Thank you very much. I enjoy your show.
Thank you, buddy.
Every day.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. These stupid jokes that I've been making ever since I was 9 years old seem to crack up old people. Hello, who are you?
Hello?
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 What up, dude?
Hi.
What up, Drew?
Hi.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey.
What up, Drew?
You already said that. You already said what's up, Drew. You already said what's going on. What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's going on?
You've said that 3 times now.
Yeah, what's up?
4.
Yeah, what up?
5.
What's up, Drew? Drew
6.
Garabo? Hello?
6.5.
Yo, what's up, Drew?
7.
Yo, Drew Garabo, what's going on?
8.
What's up, Drew?
9.
Yo, what's going on, Drew?
10.
Drew Garabo, am I on the line?
Yes.
Okay. Are you talking to me? Or?
Yep.
Hello?
What's up?
Yo, Drew Garabo. Can't believe I'm on the radio show. What's up?
So what's up?
What's up?
11.
Drew Garabo?
Yep, that's me.
What's going on, man?
12.
What's up, man?
13. You're setting a personal record for the show for amount of times asking what's going on without saying anything else.
Do I get something for that?
Disrespect, scorn, disdain, confusion, a bit of puzzlement as to why you called.
Yeah.
That's what you get. Is there a purpose that you called? Did you just want to prove to someone that you could somehow manage to mash 10 digits into your mobile device?
No. I just wanted to call you, letting you know that, you're talking about the Pope, and I'm the Pope. So, just it's me. I'm the Pope. What's up, Drew Garabo?
Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you? Chewy! Hi, good afternoon. Drew Garabo Live.
What's up, Drew?
Hey, man.
Hey, I just wanted to say, as much as it's undeniable that you and John had amazing chemistry, and I enjoyed that show so much, but
thanks.
I think you and Mo are amazing together.
Thank you.
I call it like radio for smart people.
Oh, thanks.
A lot of what you guys say probably goes over some people's heads, but, there's people out there who totally get it, and I just love it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that very much. I've been very blessed to work with very talented people, and I like Mo a lot. He's been a friend for years now, big supporter, and delighted to spend time with him.
If you guys brought Don Miggs in, I feel like that would be pretty cool.
Thanks. It's a very interesting piece of feedback you've got there. Tell you what, Miggs wants to buy his way under the show. I'm open to it. Not even cash either. I'll take a bottle of that agave Clase Azul tequila that he turned me on to. The one tequila I like in this world that I can't afford. He brings in a bottle of that every week. Mo and I'll have him on. It's not Playola or Plugola. I guess it would be what? Tequilaola? Hello, who are you?
Hey, Drew, how are you? It's Scott. How are you today?
What's up, Scott? I'm great, man. Thank you.
Good. Hey, just, the Pope stuff. Again, I'm not a Catholic either, so really have no skin in the game, I guess. But
same.
Just kind of a proud, I guess kind of proud to be, as an American Pope. He's going to be he's a chance of being the most powerful American in the world because he's got more people that he is kind of, in charge of than even, Trump. So,
I didn't think about that. Yeah, boy, globally, this guy might rival Donald Trump as the most powerful American figure.
Yeah. I mean, at one point, what did they say? What did you guys say? 1.4 billion earlier. So that's a whole lot of Catholics.
Well, I got to be honest with you then. It's only a matter of time because from what I know of Donald Trump, our 45th and 47th president, and possibly 48th, he doesn't like competition very much. So, he's probably playing nice today, but enough people start saying what you do about this Pope being the most influential American in the world, Donald Trump's going to start taking shots at him. You're going to see like Merry Christmas to everyone except for this liberal Pope who's ruining the world. All caps, yelling in the middle of the night.
Could be.
And which would be very interesting.
I would not doubt it.
No, and then
it would be. It would be for sure.
And then we start bombing or invading Vatican City, and then things get really ugly. And then God himself comes down and is like, sorry, I got to choose between one of you. And spoiler alert, it ain't the one that had to pay off a porn star. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That is true. Very sure.
I hope it happens.
Sure. So awesome.
Thank you, bud.
Well, thanks, Drew. I appreciate you taking the call.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. 800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
Colleen.
Hi, Colleen. Thanks for being the first female today.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's historic.
Historic. That's a great word because it's the first American Pope, the first Chicagoan Pope.
Yeah.
It is pretty damn historic. Are you Roman Catholic?
I am.
So then you must have been glued to the smoke all week, right?
Kind of.
Were you surprised?
I was very surprised.
Yeah, most people seem to be very, very surprised that they did. And I don't know what American sentiment is like around the globe right now. I know depending on what country you're in, you have a certain opinion of our fine United States of America. I thought that might come into play when they had the conclave, but apparently there were.
I thought so too.
Yeah, but there were enough people who wanted American Pope.
Yeah, and I just think that it's real. I mean, it's amazing. It's a time in history that we're living in.
It is. We are always living in a time of history. That is for sure. And it's a great day for the American people, and it's a great day for the American papal. Am I right?
I think you're right.
Papal are papal. Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live.
Oh, it's Polly Walnuts. No, seriously though, I've been Catholic my whole life, bro, and it's actually kind of exciting. I was driving around today when it was happening, and I actually texted my mom as soon as I heard them say white smoke on the radio. But that was so neat. I saw a post on X. I thought this would be funny. I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody brought up his voter registrations. He's also a Republican. So you got to imagine if that's true, the guys over at CNN are like, that's it. We've had it. Turn off the lights. Last one out. Close the place down.
I got to be honest with you.
It was the left media.
It was already like that at the cable news network. I think they've already purged everyone with a left-leaning bias, and they've realized, like, state-run media coming soon. You know,
you've got more listeners than CNN.
Hell
has right now, even in their prime time. Bro.
Suck it, Bernard Shaw.
So.
Hell yeah. Take that, Anderson Cooper. More listeners than CNN. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew.
Hi.
I don't see how anyone could admit they're Catholic anymore.
Oh.
Can we get the Chicago dogs in the shape of 7-year-olds' penises?
I mean, for you to castigate all Catholics and then yearn for a Frankfurter to resemble a child's private parts might betray something about yourself that if I were Mel's Hot Dogs today, though, I would definitely have Chicago dogs on special. You know, the Pope special. I don't know how many Chicago or I don't know how many hot dog places there are around town. I know there's Mel's Hot Dogs out by Busch Gardens. That's the only one I know of. I'm sure there are some others. But any place that serves Chicago dogs, I would put them on special today. What do you got? The poppy seed bun, diced tomatoes, sport peppers. What am I missing? Hello, who are you?
Hey, it's Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Do you think that this new pope's going to have a higher chance of maybe assassination attempt than any other one? Because, we're really not liked around the world.
Well, they did try to shoot one of the popes. That's why the Pope Mobile has a bulletproof bubble on it now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, do you think there's a higher, chance this go around with that happening, being, he's an American?
My mind hadn't gone there yet, but I'm not here to tell you there's not one. All right, the first caller that we had way back, feels like about 35 minutes ago because it was, that dingus wanted to talk about the Sasanta show tonight, to which I am going. I have feelings about it. And I'm going to ask you some concert questions about live music and its power to convert you. Next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
A crash on Gulf to Bay Boulevard westbound off the Courtney Campbell. This is as you're headed into Pinellas. Emergency vehicles have just arrived within the last 5 minutes or so expect your current 15-minute delay to increase. 275 north in Tampa dealing with an incident approaching Armenia that will back up already congested conditions further. Fairly standard delays in Hillsborough. Further back in Pinellas, 275 south dealing with a crash around Gandy, backing you up a bit to the Gateway Expressway. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
Accidents don't happen between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And that's exactly why the team at Farah and Farah is available to take your calls 24/7. If you've got questions, they've got answers. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Tampa.
The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through May 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. I don't know about your math skills, but that seems like twice as much to me. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. And Golden Diamond Source has something for everyone's budget. They've got the largest selection. They're family-owned and operated under one roof. That's why they are the premier destination for jewelry for any budget. The Weintraub family will walk you through the process and make it super easy and downright fun. Golden Diamond Source, 3800 Olmerton Road, right off 275. You can check them out online at goldanddiamond.com and make sure you get in there for the $500 Mother's Day gift card match, May 5th through May 11th. And as always, make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as the Strip.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart, and we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at FloridaHeartExperts.com.
John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. Hawkins has tons of great guarantees, like the Comfort Guarantee. If your system doesn't keep your home comfortable, Hawkins Comfort Guarantee means they'll replace it at no cost. And right now, you can get a free service call with any repair. With future prices in question, it's smart to address issues now. That offer's valid until May 31st. Don't wait. Call Hawkins Service Co. today at 813-445-8209 or visit them online at HawkinsServiceCo.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches in my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me, I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around the store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches of my feet stopped hurting and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a Good Feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable.
Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Call them today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Jason Hansen, former CIA officer here with an urgent warning. The 2025 tariffs are a matter of national security, and retaliation can become an extreme national threat. Every American with a 401k, IRA, or retirement account should act now before it's too late. I urge everyone to protect and secure their hard-earned money with physical gold and silver before we see massive retaliations from China and an extreme market of volatility. I only trust Advantage Gold with my money. They're the #1 precious metals company in America, and they can help you secure your retirement with physical gold and silver. To get started, just call 800-324-9902 and request their free gold investment guide and learn how you can own physical gold and silver, tax-free and penalty-free. But don't wait. This threat is real. Call 800-324-9902. Now again, that's 800-324-9902. Call right now and get your free gold investment guide today or visit AdvantageGold.com. Past performance may vary. Always consult with a tax and financial professional.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Summer is here. Get your backyard ready with Waterman Construction. Pavers, decks, and custom outdoor spaces done right. Call 813-715-7383 or go to watermanproperties.net.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. A couple of random showers and thunder showers gradually ending tonight. Lows mid-70s. Same basic weather outlook on Friday. Sunshine early. Skies partly cloudy. Storms developing along the sea breeze and drifting inland. And highs up near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Shout out to my buddy Matt, celebrating a birthday today. I asked him to pick a couple of songs that I could play for him because he's brought so much joy to the lives of his friends and his beautiful wife and his family. And he said, play some Ween and some other weird stuff. Done. And done. And it's a great tie-in to what we're about to talk about because Matt loves live music so much that he's been known to host some pretty amazing throwdowns, shindigs, if you will, at his amazing Ruskin estate off the Little Manatee River. Some of the best live music experiences of my life have been watching bands I love like Little Stranger, Article Sound System, Jar of Damn Skippy, Bikini Trill, and more. Andy Frasco and Matt's Carport. One of the problems with concert tickets becoming so damn expensive is that I think it has reduced, if not eliminated, people who will go see a band that they're not really in love with or that they may not know a lot about. And And that's what I wanted to talk about, especially as it relates to this show tonight. I've never disliked Tool. They've got some cool radio hits. I've had that 1,000 Years album because I worked in music radio, I think, when it came out, and the CD itself was very cool. It was like a fold-out, trippy artwork CD, so I took it home and listened to it, and they're a great band. Maynard's a genius, and I think the problem is he knows it, as so do many. I look at Maynard as a cut from the same cloth as a Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins. Knows his craft very well, is very good at his craft, and will tell everyone around him how good he is at his craft, right? I've never seen Tool, never really wanted to. Never seen A Perfect Circle, never really wanted to. And I until today, I don't think I had ever heard a song by Pussifer before. But some really good friends of ours, and here's how good friends they are. If just about anyone else had asked Sarah and me if we wanted to go see the Sasanta 2.0 show tonight, it would have been an automatic no. We're already going to see Billy Idol at the Amp on Saturday and 2 Amp shows in the span of 3 days. It's a bit exhausting for a man of my age. The drive, the parking, the walking, the standing, the lack of roof. But because we love our friends, this particular couple so much, when they asked, we're like, all right, yeah, you know what? Of course we'll go. So then I started really thinking about it. Other than that song Judith by A Perfect Circle, I don't know any of their music. Pussifer, I still couldn't tell you any of their songs, and I listened to probably 10 of them today. Now, Primus, on the other hand, that's a different story. Everybody knows Primus. I first saw them, I want to say early 90s, but there's a very good chance it could have been late 80s, but I think early 90s, with a band called Fishbone that many of you may not be familiar with, but they are were an insanely good band. And Fishbone and Primus had a tour together with Murphy's Law, and it was one of the most incredible, energetic, chaotic shows I've ever seen in my life. But the reason I bring this up is I'd like to know the last concert you went to where you went in not being a fan of the band, not that you didn't like them, but you just maybe weren't as familiar with them. You weren't in love with them. And then you walked away as a fan of the band. And I'm trying to think when that's happened in my life. The one I can think of the most is my buddy Dan asked me if I wanted to go see Radiohead at the then St. Pete Times Forum, now Amalie Arena. And look, I liked Radiohead. From Fake Plastic Trees and High and Dry to OK Computer, Paranoid Android, etc. Liked them. Kind of fell out of like with them. And then when I saw them at that arena show, I was blown away. And since then, I would call myself a Radiohead fan. And like I mentioned earlier, the high price of concert tickets has greatly reduced, if not eliminated, the type of people who will go to a concert and spend money on a concert if they're not necessarily already a huge fan of the band. Now, I'm going tonight, I'll be honest with you, because our friends are going and I don't have to pay for the tickets. So at the very worst, okay, I stood around and witnessed some weird music. But this is a really interesting show because Maynard from Tool turned 60 last year, did the Sasanta tour, and then liked it so much, got such great response from the audience that they did a 2.0 version where now they're touring outside of the southwestern United States of America. Now, Primus is amazing. Les Claypool is a G-damn musical genius. I've had the pleasure of seeing them 3 or 4 times through the years. Always great. If you were at the Ruth Eckerd show that they did where they did the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory gimmick, you saw one special night of music. So I at least know that I will witness the bass prowess of one Les Claypool. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Good afternoon. It's Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, what's up? This is DJ.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm kind of on the same page with you as far as Maynard. I like his music, but I've never really felt the urge to go see them. But because James, actually, from Smashing Pumpkins is back with them, touring around. So
Wait, shut up.
Didn't know that.
Are you telling me James Iha is playing guitar tonight at that concert?
Of course. And he used to play with them, too, before the Smashing Pumpkins got back or before he got back with the Smashing Pumpkins. But also, I'm a little disappointed because it seemed like you and Billy were becoming best friends, and he was going to be on the radio all the time, and I haven't heard him in a while.
That's funny. Yeah, Billy and I were becoming bros for a while, and then I did the wrestling thing with them and had fun. I was thinking this morning that it's been a while since we've spoken. He's touring right now, but not with the Pumpkins. He's doing like his own thing, and he's got a whole.
Yeah, I'm traveling to Minnesota to see that show. It's going to be amazing. Small venues, all Machina and Melancholy. I'm actually traveling to Minnesota. I'm kind of scared. I don't want to get stabbed out there, but I'm going because it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it should be great. And the whole mythology of the characters that he's created, the Machina, the Glass, Zero, Shiny. He's such an interesting dude. I'll reach out, and I appreciate you urging me. I'll reach out and try to get him on the show again. And, it says...
Get him back on. It's great radio. They're doing, like, the Crockett Cup with NWA and stuff, so he should be trying to promote some stuff. So get him back on.
All right. Jeez, gosh. Yell at me. So James Iha is a permanent member of A Perfect Circle. As someone who claims that he knows a lot about music, I feel like a total idiot for not knowing that. James Iha is a tremendous guitarist. Original OG from the Smashing Pumpkins. And, gosh, I hope he's playing tonight. I'm going to Google that. Hello, Drew Garabo Live here. Who are you?
Hey, it's Nanette, your friendly paralegal.
Hey, what's up? How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. I just arrived home, and I had to call in. Short story, my daughter bought us tickets for St. Patrick's Day when she was living up in Boston.
Cool.
Going to graduate school to see Dropkick Murphys. And opening for them was the Interrupters. And
I'm sorry, who is it again?
The Interrupters. They're a ska punk band.
I didn't catch the name. Could you give me that again?
The Interrupters.
Okay. Go on.
Okay. So I absolutely
I'm sorry, just one more time. I didn't get the name of that ska punk band again.
Okay, Drew, come on. It's been a long day.
It's like that knock-knock joke with the interrupting cow, you know?
Yes, correct.
There you go. Cool. All right, well, good. And did you have a good time? Was it a good show?
Oh, yeah, it was fantastic. I actually liked them better than the Dropkick Murphys, and I'm a huge Dropkick fan.
Sure.
And then I got to see them again at Warped Tour. I'd actually been gifted some VIP tickets the last time they were in Tampa, and I made sure I was the first one standing on line to meet them. That's how much I liked them.
Oh, hell yeah. The Interrupters. All right, I'll be honest, I'd never heard of that band before. I'm not opposed to ska music. I think we had an interview scheduled with a ska band, but the phone kept ringing and the guy wouldn't pick it up. Ska joke there for you.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
pool. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter pool. Before 30 minutes past the top of the hour and the $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours, I'll use it in a sentence. When it comes to pool, I prefer 9-ball to 8-ball. Pool. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, what's up, Drew? It's John. How's it going, man?
Hey, John. Really good, man. Thank you. Yourself?
Not too bad. Again, above ground. So any day about that, I'm good with it.
That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
Hey, so my thing was, because I kind of have a little bit of Orlando connection with you. So I lived in Orlando back in the mid-'90s, and then my second round was early 2000s.
What a time to be in Orlando in the mid-'90s when the dance music scene was out of control and you could go literally 7 nights a week and find world-famous DJs playing everywhere. And, God, I am so fortunate to have been in the City Beautiful during that time.
69 Boys and all that stuff, yeah. And then I was at the game where Dennis Scott broke the three-point record that night.
Oh, dude, Dennis Scott. Do you remember when Dennis Scott 3D had a bar in downtown Orlando? 3Ds from downtown. Do you remember the controversy when he freaked out on a bunch of kids who were taking summer camp? And he and like he was saying, like, don't ask me for my autograph. Ask me about my struggle. That's one of my favorite pieces of audio, and I think they had it on video and everything. Like the dude was like freaking out, and he's playing like angry rap music with the N-word and profanities in the background. God, what a moment.
And then my concert story was my friend bought me some ticket for my birthday to go see Coldplay for the first time, and I think it was one of their first times in the U.S. And it was at, I want to say Hollywood or Hard Rock. It was 2003.
Yeah.
And I maybe have heard Yellow one time.
Sure.
And so I walked in there not knowing who this band was, and it actually wasn't my type of genre. Even I like all types of music, but I grew up in the Caribbean, so more reggae, soca, and all that stuff.
Sure.
And I walked out of there like, all right, this dude plays music. This group was awesome. So I walked out of there, and like later on, I bought 10 CDs and then stuff like that. So yeah, that was pretty cool, man. That was a great venue.
Good for you staying open-minded like that. Super talented band. Not my cup of tea, but they have a couple of really emotional songs. Thank you. Here's the news story from Dennis Scott's basketball camp meltdown from 1997.
In our top story, puzzling, that's one of the words that's being used to describe events that occurred today at the Dennis Scott 3D basketball camp. The camp was being held at Parkview High School in Sterling. The week-long program is designed to help children learn basketball skills from an NBA player. It's also designed to teach students about being good sports, leading a clean life, striving for goals, and being the best they can be. Dennis Scott, who grew up in Loudoun and now plays for the NBA's Orlando Magic, was talking with the children on the final day of the camp. During that talk, those attending became bewildered when Scott began discussing his own life. Scott told the kids he no longer wanted to be referred to as 3D, and then blasted the media for criticizing him and for their accusations that he's using drugs, a charge he denies. He told the children not to ask him for his autograph, but rather to ask him about the rage that exists inside him. Scott then began playing rap music that contained explicit lyrics. Scott compared some of those lyrics to the songs of his own life. Scott then walked around the crowd of children rambling about his own life.
Talking about live my life where I want to. For all y'all out there in America, if you scared, say you scared, but I ain't scared. I'm doing.
It's a bunch of little white kids, for the most part, watching him with their jaws on the floor.
Myself, because if I don't make it, I can't blame nobody but myself. So I'm putting on my own concert with his camp. And now I'm about to take my show on the road. If Barney can do it, why can't I do it?
He just bowed up on a little girl.
Scott then left in his truck saying he was going to meet a friend, leaving a confused group of students and camp organizers behind. After he left, members of Loudoun Parks and Recreation, who co-sponsored the event, gathered the kids in the school's gym. At this point, we were asked to turn our cameras off and leave the premises.
That's a good way to show them that you're not on drugs, Dennis. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, Drew. It's Terry. How you doing, bud?
Terry, what's up, man? Doing great. Thank you.
Just a quick concert story, and funny enough, it was Tool, man.
Oh,
my
good.
freshman year of college, never heard anything about them. My roommate had an extra ticket. It was December 10th, 1996, in a little place down in Ybor. It used to be like a movie theater. I don't remember the name of it, but blew me away, man. I've been a fan since. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're real big, Maynard, especially on the no phones thing. Like there won't be a Yonder bag tonight at the amp, but He does when he plays with Tool. I think he does the Yonder bag thing, which I respect in a way because like they want to enhance the live experience by making you lose yourself in the show. We're just so damn attached to our phones these days that people are like, oh, well, you can't take my phone away from me. What are you doing? But if I'm a performer, I want to see your eyes on me. I don't want to see you looking at me through a screen. I don't want to see you videoing me. I want to see like you wrapped up in my show, you know?
Dude, if you're seeing these guys tonight, you're going to forget about your phone for a couple hours.
That's what I'm talking about. I'd love to do it. Yeah. Thank you, my man. I appreciate it.
Yo. Side note, I know you're going to the Run the Jewels Wu-Tang, right?
I am.
Sweet. I'll be there with my 9-year-old daughter.
Dude,
can't wait to see you.
Funny story, just a real brief one. I love Run the Jewels so much, especially LP, well, Killer Mike too. Before they announced that they were opening for Wu-Tang, I saw that Run the Jewels was touring, but the closest they were coming to here was like North Carolina. So Sarah and I got tickets to go see them in Charlotte, North Carolina. Few days after we bought the tickets, they announced that they're coming to Amelie, opening for Wu-Tang Clan. So I'm going to see them twice in the span of about 2 weeks. Once in North Carolina, once here in Tampa. Run the Jewels. They're great.
Like early.
Hello? 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 I heard someone's... Oh, okay. Thank you. Good afternoon. Drew Graba Live. Hello.
Hey, Drew. How's it going?
Very well. Thank you. Yourself?
Doing well. Actually, just at the Wing House across the street there from the amp for the show tonight.
Oh, look at you. Pre-partying at the Wing House. Hell yeah. What are you having?
I haven't gone in yet. I was actually calling you first.
Oh, good. Well, that's good priorities right there, man. Hell yeah. I appreciate that. Why look at girls with hot asses and black shorts when you could talk to a dildo on the radio like me?
Right. Well, I called to share a quick concert experience. So I was gifted tickets tonight.
Yeah.
And years ago, I was gifted tickets to 9 Inch Nails.
Oh.
And the opener was Death from Above 1979. And they ended up being really good. They're a duo, a drummer and a bassist. And the drummer is actually the singer.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard of them. I don't know anything about Death from Above 1979, but I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're definitely good. Another thing you should check out, if you like Run the Jewels so much, LP... He did instrumental albums like way back in the day, mid-90s or so, like late 90s.
And Company Flow and all that?
No, all instrumental, just from LP.
Oh, did not know that. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Jamie's. He is incredible. Boy, I didn't know he had something with Trent Reznor from 9 Inch Nails. I just looked it up on the Spotify. He has a song called Flyentology, LP and Trent Reznor. Okay, that is something. Good afternoon, Drew Graba Live.
Hey, Drew, how are you? It's Joe.
Hey, Joe, what's up, buddy?
Not much. I was initially calling hoping to talk about the Pope, hoping about the Hope. But
sure.
Guess we've moved on.
Oh, no, you can talk about the Pope by all means.
But, I mean, it just seems like like he's been bred to be the Pope. He's been an altar boy. He went to an all-boys school, and I guess he got a mathematics degree from Villanova. By the way, I read his Wikipedia page, so I'm an expert. So I know. And he speaks like 6 or 7 languages, so he sounds like
3.
Perfect person.
Spanish, Italian, and English. But yes, I did some research on the Pope as well. All right, hang tight. We'll have more on the Pope later. We'll continue to talk about live music. But when we come back, a local story that you parents aren't going to like, especially if you're letting your 16-year-old on Snapchat.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Just listen for the Bone Bonus keyword at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. Head over to the free 102.5 The Bone app and enter the keyword for your chance to win $1,000. It's the Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a The Bone Traffic Update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
At last check, it was right lane blockage westbound Gulf to Bay off the Courtney Campbell. That earlier crash at Dr. Patel Boulevard. That's delaying you around an hour all the way to the Causeway Shelter. Couple crashes in Hillsborough, one on the Selman Expressway into downtown. Approaching Hyde Park Avenue. Stop-and-go traffic on the Selman is beyond Euclid. Southbound 75. Give yourself about 5 minutes due to a crash on the off-ramp to 301. 75 overall. Delayed between Progress Boulevard and Adamo Drive. 301 and 41 delayed themselves in the usual areas. We did have an earlier crash northbound 75 approaching Wesley Chapel. This will still delay you north of 20 minutes between State Road 56 and County Line Road. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
After you've been injured at no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stuck footing the medical bills or dealing with lost wages. Farah and Farah's accident attorneys are here to make it easy. Contact Farah and Farah, 1-800-500-5555, farahandfarah.com. Make it a Farah fight, Tampa.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Jasmine runs the boutique in town that always has the hippest trends. But before her store became a runway hit, she went to Mid-Florida, a local credit union that gave her shop the business checking account she needed. Plus, Jasmine pocketed $300 with her new account, proving that green is always on point. Now she's turning her A-line dresses into A1 gains, and her financial worries, they've gone out of style. Mid-Florida, your life, your money, your credit union. Membership eligibility, terms and conditions apply. Insured by NCUA.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart. And we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at floridaheartexperts.com.
Mike Calter for my friends here at Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. Now, you guys have heard about BOGO deals in the past. Right now, Super Heat and Air and Plumbing is offering $3,000 in instant savings on select AC systems. That's so much better. No waiting, no mail-in rebates. Instant savings applied right away. Why is this happening? Because industry-wide price hikes are coming for ACs, water heaters, electrical panels, some as high as 20%. But because of Super Heat and Air's long-standing vendor relationships, they've locked in today's prices for our customers only up until May 10th. After May 10th, prices will go up across the board. It's not a scare tactic. It's just the reality of what rising material and manufacturing costs are. Once that date hits, they can no longer hold the pricing. So if you're thinking about upgrading your system or you know your system is on its way out, this is the smartest window to lock in savings before the cost jump. It's going to be a hot summer, and if your air is not working properly, now is the time to call Super Heat and Air and Plumbing and let them come on out and give you $3,000 in instant savings on select AC systems. Go to superheatandair.com. Tell them you heard about the deal on the Mike Calta Show, but do it before May 10th. Superheatandair.com.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm Country. See dealer for complete details.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you ready to build wealth through real estate? Then don't miss this exclusive one-night-only class. Hi, I'm Bruce Woodburn, the Loner Ranger with 102.5 The Bone. May 7th from 6 to 8 at Columbia Restaurant in Ybor City, I'm hosting a special class for serious buyers who want to learn how to buy like the pros. This isn't for first-time home buyers. This is for people who want to acquire real estate portfolio that generates income, fuels retirement, and creates generational wealth. You'll learn how to purchase properties with less than 20% down, pick the right properties, negotiate smart deals, and select reliable tenants that protect your investments. No gimmicks, no sales pitch, just real strategies that seasoned investors use every day. Seats are extremely limited, so just $25 per person or $30 per couple. No children, please. Register at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com and reserve your seat before they're gone.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP, and I'm here with my friend Mark of Mark Spain. And Mark, can you explain why the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home?
Well, selling your home through a traditional way is very stressful because you have costly repairs, you have appraisals, you have a lot of things that add stress to an already stressful situation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no repairs, there's no showings, there's no lot boxes. It's real simple. We bring you a strong cash offer. You can close in as little as 21 days and move when you want to. On your time.
Thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of a traditional home sale, make the most money, and move when you're ready on your timeline with their guaranteed all-cash offer. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Weekday lunch just arrived at J. Luigi Soho, now serving Italia all day. Stop in Tuesday through Friday for $11 lunch combos and sandwiches made just for lunch. Then ease into happy hour from 4 to 6 with martinis, spritz, and more. J. Luigi Soho on the corner of South Howard and De Leon. Ciao for now.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Quitting tobacco is hard. But it's also hard to deal with a cough that won't go away and thinking it's lung cancer, or feeling your heart race after a walk and wondering if it's a heart attack, or telling your family you may not be around to see your next birthday.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but the consequences are even harder. Tobacco Free Florida has free resources to help you stay smoke-free. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN now or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With a Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Get ready for Camping World's Red, White, and New trade event, May 15th through the 18th. Get the highest value for your RV guaranteed during the biggest RV trade event of the year. Shop the best RV deals in America with new RVs starting as low as $92 a month. Get ready for the holiday weekend with up to 45% off grills and 25% off product installation. Plus, we'll have free hats, free propane refills, free food, and fun for the whole family. Don't miss the incredible Red, White, and New trade event, May 15th through the 18th at your local Camping World.
See for full details and disclaimer.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE. This hour of Drew Garabo Live brought to you by Bolt Electric. For lightning fast service, log on to boltelectricfl.com.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Happy birthday, Matt. Love you, buddy. Fellow Tribe Called Quest fan. You can watch the radio happen before your very eyes by going to theboneonline.com, checking out the Bone app. We even post it on Facebook every day. I don't know how it happens, but it just does. I think it might be Pat Pap's doing. If so, well done. If not, well done.
Gotta stop when you drop my weight. If I was working at the club, you would not pay. Hey, yo, my man Fife Diggy, he got something to say.
I like him brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. My name is Fife Dog from the Zulu Nation.
In the jam that we can get down.
The number is 800-771-1025. Couple of calls on hold we'll get to. I just want to throw out before we do that if you have a 16-year-old and they have Snapchat on their phone, you're doing it wrong. An assistant softball coach for a Lakeland softball team was arrested after having inappropriate conversations with a teenage girl, Harold Tittle, age 33, assistant coach for the team Bat Intentions of the Lakeland Girls Softball League before his arrest. April 25, a relative of a teenage girl told deputies a 33-year-old man who was known to the family was having inappropriate sexual conversations with the teen. Explicit nude photos and videos were exchanged between the two. He solicited them from the then 16-year-old through Snapchat, the devil's playground. He asked for naked pictures of her butt and breasts. Before the solicitation and grooming led to more sexually explicit images and videos exchanged. The reason Snapchat is the devil's playground is because the photos just disappear. So even if you're a diligent parent and you're checking your kid's phone, right, seeing what's on there, you're not going to see the messages. You're not going to see the photos. Don't let your underage kids on Snapchat. There are creeps, predators, and pedophiles out there waiting to fool them. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, it's Amy. How you doing?
Really good, Amy. What's going on with you?
Not too much. I'm on my way home. Had a full day of service, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Very nice. Glad to
you
hear
were
that.
talking about concerts.
Yes, ma'am.
The first concert I saw was in Hampton, Virginia. I saw New Edition.
Oh, yeah.
And the last concert I saw was Sade in Norfolk.
Oh.
In Virginia.
You're doing
so
it right.
I think I started my first one and ended my last concert. I think I did pretty well.
I would say so. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, and then the beautiful Sade. That is definitely doing music right. I never got to see New Edition. I loved their music.
Yes.
And that must have been a hell of a show. Good choreography, I imagine.
It was. Everybody was hooting and hollering. I couldn't talk for a week. My parents were happy because I was quiet, but it was absolutely worth it.
Hell yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Amy. Thanks for the call.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Now, I imagine Amy was probably a fan of both artists going into that. Unlike, look, I'm full on ready to come here tomorrow, and when the show starts, full on ready to be like, whoa, I had my mind blown last night by Perfect Circle. The way they're doing it is so interesting. I think they all appear on stage all at the same time for 3 hours. Like they do a couple of Perfect Circle songs, which I don't think James Iha is touring with them. I looked it up. I'm not sure. James, if you're listening, if you could confirm or deny, I'd appreciate it. And then they do a couple of Perfect Circle songs. Then they do a couple of Primus songs. Then a couple of Pussifer songs. It's a very interesting nonstop cavalcade of rotating musicians for 3 hours. Should be a very interesting time. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live.
Yeah, calling about the concert.
Yes, sir.
Experience. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, long story short, 88, my mom bought 3 tickets for my cousin, who's a few years older than me. So This is Fort Myers Lee Civic Center. So one of the guys couldn't go. She bought 3 tickets for him and 2 of his buddies.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up going to see Motley Crue. I was 10 years old. See Motley Crue, 88, Tommy Lee, the drum spinning and everything.
Oh, the rotating drum gimmick. That was a pretty cool gimmick,
sir. Yeah. 10 years old. And then the crazy thing was, who opened for him was Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. And they were actually booing Guns N' Roses. So
really?
That was pretty crazy. It was crazy. So,
man,
10 years old.
I would say history showed that they were wrong about that one, right?
Yes, sir. So, and last thing I got is Tool. A buddy of mine says, "Hey, I got an extra ticket to see Tool." I heard the last caller or one of the last callers, but been a fan ever since. And actually, my son, I got to which he's in hip hop, but took him down to Hard Rock in Fort Lauderdale, Miami.
Yeah,
and just got to see him live, and it was a whole different experience inside, close up. So that was pretty cool experience.
Hell yeah, dude! Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I've always respected the band and their musicianship, but I just never really been a fan. Wouldn't necessarily choose to go, but again, friends of mine with an extra ticket or 2, hell yeah, we'll go. Now, Billy Idol on Saturday, I've seen him a bunch of times. I know what to expect. He's amazing. Timeless icon. You know the songs. Like tonight, I'm going to go in there and I'll probably know a couple of Primus songs. Definitely going to know no Pussifer songs. A lot of them seem to be about sex, which I'm cool with. And Perfect Circle, I think I know the song Judith. I couldn't sing it for you if you gave me $500 to do so. But that's what it's all about, is seeing experiencing new bands. And Sarah texted me and said, would Little Stranger count? Now, kind of, but it wasn't really a concert that got me into them. Our buddy Eddie, who runs Sugar Shack down in Bonita Springs, reached out and said, hey, I've got this duo coming in that I think you guys would really dig. They're called Little Stranger, and they're from Charleston, South Carolina by way of Philly. Why don't you come on down and check it out? And they immediately became one of my favorite bands ever in the history of music. So that was a little different in that it wasn't really a concert per se. There were only about 8 of us there. But now they have the venue, Sugar Shack downtown. So if you're anywhere near Bonita Springs, definitely check that out. They have live music just about every night of the week, great food, and amazing people. Good afternoon. It is Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Oh, what's going on, man? I just wanted to talk about the thing with the Snapchat, man.
All right.
I have a daughter. She's 13 years old, and I wanted to warn everybody about safety. Okay, I have a short story here. And
you sound like I don't mean to throw you off or anything. You sound like you can barely keep from laughing at your own hilarious premise. So I don't know. I don't know if there's some sort of joke happening here or whatever. But you sound like you got something funny you want to perpetrate, but you can barely contain your own hilarity at yourself.
No, man. I guess I'm kind of nervous.
I got you. Okay, sorry, man. I'm a little skeptical. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I get it. People on the radio and stuff and whatever. But I basically wanted to talk about a story, and so yeah, I need people.
Nice try, guy. Really good effort. Strong effort. 800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, it's Jeff. How are you today?
Hey, Jeff. Really good, man. Thanks, bud.
Hey, I just wanted to chime in. I was converted at the Taylor Swift concert. Took my daughter, and as a 48-year-old man, definitely was not a Taylor Swift fan going in. And the production value of that show changed my mind.
I will tell you, I guarantee you there are at least 50 million Americans who feel the exact same way, who probably took their kid because they were like, oh, fine, I'll take you to this damn Taylor Swift show.
Right.
And then I'm an unabashed fan of hers. I love her music. I think she is brilliant, a great charismatic songwriter. She is a tremendous performer, exudes positivity. I love that she is so popular. I would go see her in concert in a minute if I could get tickets. What was it like seeing her live with so many screaming teenagers?
To stand there and watch 70,000 people eat out of the palm of her hand is breathtaking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's invigorating in a way because you look around and you go, man, not just my daughter, but all of these daughters, not many sons, all of these daughters who are just, loving it and exchanging friendship bracelets. Like, there's something really special about that young lady.
Yeah, me and the 10 other dads that were there had a good time.
Well, I imagine mostly moms. But boy, I tell you, if you're a single dad, man, that would be well worth the price of admission. She's phenomenal. She sings, crafts amazing pop songs. Good afternoon.
Hey, Drew.
Hi.
Hey, man. I got 4 tickets for the show tonight. If anybody wants them, I can email them to you. You give away. They're nice seats. I just can't make the show.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, we can't get in the business of doing that. Mike O does a phenomenal job. Thank you, by the way. But Mike O does a phenomenal job of dispensing and dispersing tickets. So, everything official needs to go through him. But thank you very much. It's very kind of you. I hope you can find someone to give the tickets to and that they have a phenomenal time. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, it's Amanda. I was calling about Say Santa tonight.
Yeah, you going?
No, my husband and I just went a couple days ago.
Oh, cool.
At Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was fantastic.
Not just good, but
it was
fantastic.
Yes. It was about, I think it was 31 songs, and they just alternate from band to band to band. And Primus killed it.
Yeah, they're great. They're so good live. So all the bands are up there all at the same time, and then they just decide they're going to do like couple Primus songs, couple Perfect Circle songs, etc.
Yep, and they're all up there. There's 3 drum sets at the top, and they're all just kind of hanging out. Oh. And they'll just do like little antics here and there. They'll play, I think it was table pong. They'll play that, and then they'll play a couple different games. Just fun. And everybody's up there. It was a really good time. You're gonna enjoy it.
Was were they big on the anti-phone thing? Because I've been reading that Maynard especially is very, very passionate about not seeing mobile devices at his shows.
Yes, they have people posted up everywhere. If they even see your phone out, though, where I was at, they didn't kick anybody out. But I have been at a show and they did kick them out. But do not bring your phone out until the very last song, and they'll let you record it or whatever you want to do.
That is so interesting. So they have a policy where they don't ban you from bringing phones in, but if they see you with your phone out, then they will either kick you out or just ask you to put it away.
Yes. Yeah, it's more of he just wants you to be in the moment. Yeah. He doesn't want you to live through the screens. And that's all the premise is.
I respect
it. Yeah.
Cool.
But you're really going to enjoy yourself. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks, my dear. I appreciate it, Amanda. Maynard said about cell phone usage, quote, "It's rude. Not to us. I mean, I just did a whole photo shoot. I'm not afraid of cameras and I'm not afraid of phones. I've got mine here. It's a very useful tool. There's no way you can actually capture what's happening in that live moment on a phone. You're missing the opportunity of actually absorbing in real time what's happening. The art of storytelling." Outcast song. Being able to actually recount what you saw without having to record it. Training your brain to live in the moment and see the thing, but most importantly, stop annoying the person behind you. It's annoying, it's distracting, and it's distracting for us too. So put it the F away, grow the F up. It's only 2 hours. And at the end of the show, we usually let you film a song so you get your souvenir. They ejected over 60 people from a Perfect Circle show in Pennsylvania in 2017. That's, very interesting. Not mad at it, I guess. Sometimes you have to force people to be immersed in something, right? Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, Drew. This is Phil.
What's up, Phil?
I had 2 concerts, both in the mid-'90s. One was this band opened up called Elastica. I don't even know if you know them. Yes, exactly. And it was one of the best concerts when they opened up. She was amazing.
Huh.
And it was they do Vaseline, and so I started tracking them. And then the other was also in the 90s, Less Than Jake.
Oh, they're good.
I've followed them.
Yeah.
I went to one concert, and I've been now to 9. So it's
they're great,
and they're still going on.
Yeah.
Even now, from 90, I was there in 95, and I was at UF in Gainesville. So that both of them came to Gainesville.
Nice. You might be the first person I've ever heard mention Elastica in concert, and I've been familiar with them since the 90s. I don't think I've ever run into anyone. I'm not saying I've never run into anybody who's seen them in concert. I just never run into anybody who's talked about it. So thank you for that. I would bet good money that I've never heard anyone say, damn, Elastica rocks in concert. But I'm glad a connection was made. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, Drew, this is Brandon in St. Pete.
Hey, what's up, Brandon? How we doing today, bud?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, I just want to share one thing with you. Listening to you talk about Tool and seeing them in concert and stuff tonight. Mm-hmm. When I was a teenager, I'd never heard of Tool. I wasn't a big fan of those guys. Mm-hmm. And I used to go with my friend on a 3-hour car ride to a ski resort. Maybe we did it 10 times.
Oof.
He had a car that was real nice. Mine wasn't that nice. So he would drive us, and he insisted on listening to Tool.
Ugh.
And every time we get in the car, it was like torture. I hated it so much. But the more I listened to it, I think you kind of have to, listen to it for about 12, 15, 24 hours before you really appreciate the band. Because they are by far my favorite band right now. I went and saw them in Oahu, Hawaii, 15 years later.
Damn.
And it was by far the best concert I've ever been to.
So they kind of got you by Stockholm Syndrome, where you fall in love with your captor. You were so held captive by Tool that you ended up developing a fondness for the band that held you captive.
100%. It was like torture listening to them. I was like, dude, can we listen to anything else, please? And this was back in the 90s, and he was like, these guys are the best. Just keep listening to them. And I don't think he was trying to convince me that they were great. He just didn't he didn't care what I thought about them.
Yeah.
And that's what he wanted to listen to because he was driving. You drive the car.
Driver picks music for sure. Yeah.
But by the time that we were done taking that trip, I was like, let's listen to some Tool, buddy. Let's do it.
Maybe that's why they have a song called Prison Sex. There's a lot of guys going to prison, not gay, right? But they call it gay for the stay. You don't have any other options in there. So, just like that guy initially listening to Tool found it distasteful, I'm sure the first couple of times you have prison sex, it's rather clumsy, painful, awkward, unfortunate. Then after a couple of weeks, you probably start to look forward to it, And then before you know it, you're traveling to Oahu for prison sex. Strong analogy. And you can't spell analogy without A-N-A-L. Am I right? I'm right. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
What's up, Drew?
Hi.
So I want to talk about the Snapchat topic.
Go ahead.
I have my 8-year-old daughter added on Snapchat.
You sound like the same guy who was calling earlier with some kind of weird premise. I busted him out. Could have been you. Busted him out for not being able to hold back his laughter while he was calling with this hilarious premise. So now you switched to a different phone and called again. But maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't. Go on. Oh, weird that you would hang up, huh? Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, this is Mike.
Hi, Mike.
So my first concert, my brother won tickets from 93.3, No Panty Thursday.
Dude, panty free any day of the week is such a 90s radio thing. Like Free Balled Friday, panty free Thursday, whip 'em out Wednesday. Oh, the 90s were a great time for shock radio, right?
So, Bubba talked my brother into taking my mom's brand new portable phone.
All right.
And putting it in the dryer. So
Hey, what I want you to do, I want you to take your phone, and I want you to take your mom's new portable phone, and I want you to put it in the dryer, and I'll give you a pair of concert tickets.
Hey, is Bubba there?
Who else does this kind of stuff? Me. Who's the most trend-setting radio personality ever? Me. It's me.
McGillicuddy. But it was Stone Temple Pilots, and Hole opened up for them, and I got to see Scott Weiland for the first time. And then my brother took me to They Might Be Giants at Janus, and we just went again between 30 years.
Damn.
So,
what a tie-in, too, because Scott Weiland dead, Bubba's radio career dead.
Yes, they both ring.
800-771-1025. It's not right, kid. Hello, Drew Grub Live.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's up?
I was just going to talk about some of the concerts that I've been to.
All right. Well, thank you. Not interested in the concerts you've been to per se. We got off track here, and it's all my fault. I should have guided you better. I was just looking for concerts that you went to where you weren't a fan of the band, and then you came out of it a fan of the band. I apologize. That's on me. All right. I need to purge myself of a very evil thought, and I'm going to ask the new Pope for forgiveness. It is Take It Back Thursday, which normally we reserve for something egregious that happened to you on this radio program, where you either extend an olive branch to me or ask for an olive branch to be extended for something that happened on this radio program. I'm going to make it a little bit larger, if you will, a little bit more macro, and ask you for a prize, 800-771-1025, to ask the new Chicago Pope for forgiveness for something, even if you're not Catholic, especially if you're not Catholic. Because I got something, an evil thought that I've been having since last night that I need to unburden myself of and ask the new Pope for forgiveness.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, US 19 north at 22nd Avenue, a crash with left shoulder blockage. Traffic is back to around 13th Avenue. We had earlier shoulder blockage 275 south past Gandy due to a crash. Traffic is delayed about 7 minutes there. The big one is westbound Gulf to Bay or Courtney Campbell crash at Dr. Patel Boulevard. Still have right lane blockage over a half-hour delay time to the Causeway Shelter. That's into Pinellas. In Hillsborough, a wreck westbound Columbus Drive at Del Mabry, back not quite to McDill Avenue. Larger delay than usual westbound I-4 to the 275 interchange. Traffic is back to the Selman connector. They cleared that 75 north at State Road 56 crash fairly quickly. About a 5 to 7 minute delay now into Wesley Chapel. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Since we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see and hear lots of lawyer ads. It seems that most are bragging on what they got their clients. But be careful. If you heard that someone sold their car for $500,000, you would be impressed. But if you later learned that it was a rare $10 million Ferrari, would you say that person got screwed? And that's before you even know if it's true. Who is fact-checking? And how much went to medical bills and lawyers' fees? If you want to get an idea what your case may be really worth, visit forthepeople.com and go to settlements and verdicts. You will see what a law firm like ours is capable of. And fact check for yourself. All that glitters is not gold. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won big, a lot. At Morgan & Morgan, we represent consumers. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Beautify your home by going to rbafla.com and taking advantage of Renewal by Anderson's Window of Opportunity Savings event. You buy 2 windows or patio doors. Get the third for 60% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Renewal by Anderson is awesome. RBAFLA.com. License number CGC 1527613. RBAFLA.com.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Mobile service is here at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule a mobile service with Jerry Ohm today online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as the Strip.
Customers often ask, what's the right mattress for me? At the Original Mattress Factory, our answer is always the same. It's all about personal preference. You should select the one that feels right to you because there isn't a one mattress fits all solution. That's why we offer a selection of quality and comfort choices for every preference. And our sales team will help you find the right product for your specific needs. At the Original Mattress Factory, we have the right mattress for just about everyone. Stop by to find yours today.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
John Setting here for Wild Fork. It was another Wild Fork weekend at the Setting household. I had a bunch of friends over. Taco night. It had to be the chimichurri skirt steak. I also did some grouper fillets for some fish tacos as well. Whether you're looking for rare exotic meats from rabbit, yak, ostrich, bison, and more, or you just want to get some high-quality chicken, ground beef, and steaks for the family, Wild Fork is your go-to. With locations in West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Petersburg, you got to check them out today. You can also visit wildforkfoods.com.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project, We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
When it really matters, choose Farah & Farah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Summer is here. Get your backyard ready with Waterman Construction. Pavers, decks, and custom outdoor spaces done right. Call 813-715-7383 or go to watermanproperties.net.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. A couple of random showers and thunder showers gradually ending tonight. Lows mid-70s. Same basic weather outlook on Friday. Sunshine early. Skies partly cloudy. Storms developing along the sea breeze and drifting inland. And highs up near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Once again, happy birthday, Matt Evans. Love you, buddy.
First patient, pull out the scope.
One of the only other people I know who has an appreciation for the artist known as Dr. Octagon, a.k.a. Kool Keith, a.k.a. Dr. Doom, a.k.a. Black Elvis. All right, there's a new pope in town, and he's an American. Which to me means that even those non-Catholics, non-practicing Catholics, non-practicing non-Catholics among us, we have the opportunity for salvation from this Pope, born and raised in the south side of Chicago. Our direct line to God, if you will. Direct line to JC. And I'd like to hold a confessional of sorts right here on the radio, if I may. Let me just fire up the Gregorian chants. In case you are unaware, we got a new pope. He's an American. He's going by Pope Leo the 14th. I guess you get to choose your pope name. I think it's your first pet and the street you grew up on. And Chicago-born Cardinal Robert Prevost elected and announced as the first American pope today, becoming the religious leader of Catholics across the globe. And I'm willing to give away some concert tickets. You can go see Avril Lavigne, go see Billy Idol on Saturday at the Amp. They have Stained tickets for their coming up show at the Amp too. If you're willing to publicly unburden yourself of a sin, I'm not sure which sin it is I have committed, but I have a horribly evil thought that I need to purge myself of, and I hope this will inspire you to do something similar. New Pope, who art in Vatican City, Robert be thy name. I beg your forgiveness. You see, Mr. Pope, sir, when watching the New York Knickerbockers mount a comeback in the National Basketball Association last night after being down 20 points, mounting the most improbable of comebacks for the second game in a row against these Boston Celtics, my childhood team that I now loathe. I had an impure thought, Pope Daddy. All I could think of after watching the New York Knicks vanquish the Boston Celtics in Boston was the little boy who sat behind my beautiful girlfriend and me at the Orlando Magic Boston Celtics Game 5, which the Celtics won, Mr. Pope, sir. And this annoying little Boston fan must have been around 7, 8 years old, piercing my eardrums, drilling a hole right through the beautiful brain of my girlfriend with his prepubescent pleadings of, "Yes, sir! Let's go!" etc., ruining our experience at the Orlando Magic Boston Celtics game. All I could think of last night was to take great delight in the fact that this little annoying child was probably crying himself to sleep after his Boston Celtics choked away a 20-point lead. Is it right, Pope Daddy? Bobby P? Pope Bobby P? Is it right that I took delight in this erstwhile young boy's tears? I don't know. But it brought me so much joy, Mr. Pope, sir, representative of God to the Catholic faith. Brought me so much joy to think of this inconsolable, snot-nosed, annoying kid probably being comforted by his father who did not speak English. Not relevant to the story, but it kind of is. Andale. And I ask for your forgiveness, Mr. Pope, sir, for thinking about this Boston fan crying himself to sleep, sobbing into his pillow after his favorite basketball team choked away a 20-point lead for the second game in a row and lost, now down 0-2. As those Knick fans celebrated in Boston in the stands long after the final buzzer sounded, I was happy for them, but I was more happy, if we're being honest here, Mr. Pope, sir, I was more happy that this little boy had to taste the pain of disappointment and loss. Let's go! Please forgive me. In Jesus' name, amen. Hello there, Drew Grabo Live. How may I help you?
Hey, Drew, what's up, man? My name's Ryan.
Hey, Ryan. How are we doing today, bud?
Hey, not bad. I wanted to extend you an olive branch. I had the pleasure of cooking you a meal a couple of years ago, and it wasn't very well received.
When? Where? What happened?
I'm not sure what happened, but this was a couple of years ago at a little place that you frequently visited in Oldsmar. And I sort of messed up the meal, and then I never got to see you again.
Wait, I don't think you're making this up, because I've dined in Oldsmar many times. What happened?
You just didn't seem too thrilled with the meal. I think maybe you were just not. It just wasn't a good experience for you and the family.
Where?
Can I say it on air?
Of course.
It's at Flamestone in Oldsmar. And I didn't make you the best meal of all time, and you didn't seem too thrilled about it. And then I never got to see you again, but I was stoked to cook for you, man.
What made you think I wasn't crazy about it? We've never had anything but great experiences at Flamestone. I love that place.
Yeah, I know. You just didn't seem too stoked about it. That's all.
What are you basing that on?
So I came by the table and asked you how it was. You just, like I said, maybe you were distracted with the fam, but yeah, it was a pleasure for me to cook for you, man.
What did you make?
It was a steak that I think that might have been a little bit overdone for you when you ordered it.
So wait. So you overcooked the steak, and I didn't look that thrilled about it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, you weren't too stoked when I went over and checked on you.
I'm not saying you're lying, Ryan. I don't recall that. I remember almost every meal I've ever had in a restaurant. I have a pretty good memory and stuff like that. And I don't remember a negative experience at Flamestone in about 10 times going there.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it was a negative thing, but you weren't, like I said, you just weren't stoked about it. So, you know, I've been a fan of yours for years and years, and I was really excited about it.
Well, but
like I said, maybe you were just excited, like maybe you were just distracted.
Well, I apologize that I did not fillet you at the table, but I will ask in Jesus' name that the new Pope forgives you for overcooking that overpriced piece of meat that you serve. So, our Father who art in heaven, Bobby be the Pope's name, please forgive that well-intentioned chef who took a fine piece of meat and charred it beyond recognition. And please forgive me for not faking a positive reaction to that overpriced piece of meat to the tune of about $60. And when and if Ryan came by the table, because I don't believe he did. But when and if he came by the table, Pope Bobby, I apologize that I did not have the common decency to act like it was the greatest steak I had ever consumed in my life. So please, Pope Bobby, help Chef Ryan achieve more competence when it comes to medium rare. Amen. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, you guys are making my day. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Can I go back to the bands you didn't like? And
Sure. Yeah. A band, like you didn't really care for a band or you didn't know much about them. You went and see them in concert and then you walked away a huge fan of them.
we loaded up a bus. We had a cool guy down Daddy Cool Records that would rent a bus and just fill it with all of us.
Yeah, Manny Cool's the man.
Yeah, he took us out there in a bus, like every concert, New Order, you name it.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, there was this band Ministry that we knew was bop, bop, bebop, and we weren't very sure, but we really hated the music. But we figured, hell, we go drop some acid.
Dude, like the old school new wave version of Ministry, not the industrial metal Ministry,
right.
but like when they were doing that. Bop, bop, bop.
So we went to a little club, like 200 people club in Orlando.
Visage.
I wish I could remember the name of it. And there they were. They came out so hard. It was like their first album.
I guarantee you it was a club called Visage off of Claricona Ocoee, the only new wave club in Orlando in the late 80s.
I got you. Yeah, well, they were badass, man. The best music. I came out a huge fan. Everybody that went with us was a huge fan, and you just couldn't get enough of their albums after. But yeah, that was a cool one.
Bringing it full circle, our buddy Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins, who we talked about earlier, has a new podcast, and on his newest episode, he interviews Al Jorgensen from Ministry. So maybe you want to check that out. Great band. And yeah, they used to be synth pop until Al started doing a lot of heroin and speed and making industrial metal music. There's an old interview, probably online. If you Google Drew Garabo, In Your Face with Drew Garabo Ministry, Alan Jorgensen, you might be able to find it. He was, the years have been not too kind to him, and the copious drug use certainly didn't help. So his voice isn't everything it could be. That's what I'm saying. Hello, Drew Garabo here. Who are you?
It's Nigel. I'm saying, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Oh, nothing. I'll just start it. Dear Heavenly Pope, dude, I'd like to apologize for what I did to my college roommate circa 2001 at Shippensburg University in Pennsylvania, midwinter. He had a date one night, and while he was gone, I had the idea of removing all the mattresses and blankets, keeping the window open, and I stayed in another dorm. And then when I came back the next morning, he was laying on the floor, bundled with his jacket.
Sorry that happened to you. I think I just found the interview with Alan Jorgensen. Just to give you a little hint of what his voice sounded like. Stand by. Kill the Gregorian chants for a second. See if we can.
Okay, the F-bomb I had to dump off the air, just so you know. I like live radio, and I trust you enough to where I have 30 seconds of delay. So no F-bombs would be wonderful, but I get it, dude. You live your life the way you do, and I respect that.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be very, very, very careful on my, language for the next severe review.
Well, thank you.
So I will promise.
Thank you, Alan Jorgensen from Ministry. What a thrill. Good afternoon, Drew Graba Live here.
Hey, afternoon, Drew. This is V. Ryan. How's it going?
What's up, V. Ryan? How you living, B?
Large, in charge. I wanted to share about a time I saw a band that was just an absolute treat.
All right.
Had no idea who they were.
Go on.
My wife and I, before we were married, we loved going to festivals. So one of our 7th or 8th Bonnaroo we went to. One of our favorite things is just walking around and discovering new bands. Sure. And we were totally drawn to this rock band, heavy rock band called Monster Truck, Canadian rock band out of Canada. Oh. We stayed for one song, and then we're like, holy crap, this was awesome. We ended up staying for the whole set. One of my favorite... used to be obscure, but I guess they're kind of big now. They tour in Europe a lot. Monster Truck, they got a great sound.
Monster Truck, never even heard of them, but I'm glad they turned you on to him, man. Thank you, V. Ryan.
I am turned on. Thank you, sir.
I'm turned on beyond belief. Good afternoon, Drew Graba Live here.
Hey, I was calling about the little-known bands.
All right.
Hey, I mean, this one actually turned out to be a really famous band. I'm just an idiot. I had no idea who it was.
Okay.
The song was like Rainbow in the Dark, something in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Stand Alone or something. Turned out to be Dio.
Yeah, Ronnie James Dio.
Ronnie James D's.
I knew he was going to do that. That doesn't even work. D's nuts, Dio. No, doesn't work, pal. It was a good try, but Dio's nuts. Nice try. Pope Bobby, please forgive that gentleman for his misguided and erroneous attempt at D's nutting me. He know not what he speaks. All right, let's talk Video Game Hall of Fame, shall we? I told John Senning before the show that without Mo here, if I could somehow make it to 6 o'clock before talking about the Video Game Hall of Fame, then that means we succeeded today as a radio program. Me and you listening right now, you're part of this, whether you want to be or not, whether you're driving or at work or sitting at the kitchen table with the transistor radio blaring this show. You're part of this. So we succeeded because we made it to 6 o'clock without delving into the Video Game Hall of Fame. But now we're about to, because the Video Game Hall of Fame, the World Video Game Hall of Fame, announced its inductees today. We'll talk about that, but bigger picture, the Mount Rushmore of video games. I have 3 of the 4. I need a 4th. We didn't give away any tickets yet. 800-771-1025 is the number. We'll come back and talk about it next on Drew Graba Live, today with Drew Graba. I love Achieva Credit Union. If you've been listening to the show for years, you probably know that. I talk about them all the time. I mean, not just my relationship with David and all the people over there, but what they can do for you as far as bettering your financial situation. For example, maybe last storm season, you suffered some damage on your home and you needed to repair it, and you're not exactly rolling in dough, right? Well, Achieva's HELOC, Home Equity Line of Credit, can help. That's where you borrow against the available equity in your home. You can borrow as little or as much as you need. A HELOC offers flexibility with funds for home repairs. Might want to replace that damaged roof. More on that later with Universal Roofing Contracting. Windows, they'll even handle those unexpected expenses that come after a disaster. Use your HELOC just like a credit card, but without those high credit card rates. Competitive rates, ability to borrow what you need when you need it. HELOC's a really smart option to get your home back to its best and give you peace of mind during a stressful time. It's easy to apply. You can go into an Achieva branch. You can give Achieva a call at 844-658-3701 or just go to achievacu.com. That's ACHIEVACU.com for details. Achieva is an equal housing lender and is federally insured by the NCUA.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week,
the NASCAR Cup Series returns to Kansas Speedway. Will history be made yet again?
Flat traffic straight ahead. Wheel to wheel as they come to the line. Checkered flag is in the air.
It's the Advent Health 400.
Race days Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram. #1 in the country. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
That crash westbound Gulf to Bay into Pinellas should be in the clearing stages now with all lanes open, but do expect holdover traffic for a little while longer. Presently, traffic is still back to the Causeway Shelter. Other incidents in Pinellas look to have been cleared. Over in Hillsborough, delays are better. 275 north into Tampa is still congested a bit as expected. Westbound I-4 to 275 back not quite to the Selman connector now. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center. Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
It's Work Zone Awareness Week, Florida. Every year, lives are lost in work zones because of speeding and distractions. When you see orange cones, remember, slow down, follow the signs, and stay focused. Workers are counting on you to get home safely, and so are their families. Let's work together to prevent crashes and save lives. A safety reminder from the Florida Department of Transportation. Slow your roll. Safety's the goal.
The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through May 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. I don't know about your math skills, but that seems like twice as much to me. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. And Golden Diamond Source has something for everyone's budget. They've got the largest selection. They're family owned and operated under one roof. That's why they are the premier destination for jewelry for any budget. The Weintraub family will walk you through the process and make it super easy and downright fun. Golden Diamond Source, 3800 Olmerton Road, right off 275. You can check them out online at goldanddiamond.com and make sure you get in there for the $500 Mother's Day gift card match, May 5th through May 11th. And as always, make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.50%, APR 6.56% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Brit Floyd, the world's greatest live Pink Floyd experience, returns to Ruth Eckerd Hall, May 16th. Celebrating the 50th anniversary of Pink Floyd's classic album, Wish You Were Here, complete with a stunning laser and light show, iconic circular screen, and more. Don't miss Brit Floyd at Ruth Eckerd Hall, May 16th. Tickets on sale now. Visit rutheckerdhall.com.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. You know, big power companies keep raising rates, but Solar Bear is fighting back and helping Floridians save. They're locally owned, not some giant national chain, and they've been in business for over a decade. With thousands of 5-star reviews, they're Florida's most trusted solar installer. And right now, you'll pay nothing for 12 months. That is a full year of free energy. Stop paying more and more every month. Call Solar Bear today or visit them at solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com and take control of your power.
At BrandonHonda.com, we've simplified the way you can buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Visit BrandonHonda.com to unlock the best price on any vehicle in stock. Plus, get your guaranteed credit approval, a real offer on your trade, and calculate your payments right online. And all vehicles come with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Right now, you can buy with zero down and make no payments for 90 days. Save yourself the hassle and get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-280-0151 for more information.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Are you ready to build wealth through real estate? Then don't miss this exclusive one-night-only class. Hi, I'm Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger with 102.5 The Bone. May 7th from 6 to 8 at Columbia Restaurant in Ybor City, I'm hosting a special class for serious buyers who want to learn how to buy like the pros. This isn't for first-time home buyers. This is for people who want to acquire real estate portfolio that generates income, fuels retirement, and creates generational wealth. You'll learn how to purchase properties with less than 20% down, pick the right properties, negotiate smart deals, and select reliable tenants that protect your investments. No gimmicks, no sales pitch, just real strategies that seasoned investors use every day. Seats are extremely limited, so just $25 per person or $30 per couple. No children, please. Register at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com and reserve your seat before they're gone.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is Tobacco Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco Free Florida can help you get started.
Call 1-877-YOU-CAN now.
Morgan & Morgan, dial pound 529 on your cell phone. Pound law, that's all.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
The soulful sounds of Robert Johnson, Sweet Home Chicago, in honor of the Windy City that birthed the brand new Pope, the first American Pope in history.
Back to the land of California, my sweet home, Chicago.
And my buddy Matt said he's been bumping a lot of Robert Johnson lately, so happy birthday, dude. I don't know if you know this, but I will write articles for theboneonline.com every so often. I think I'm supposed to do them every day, but that's a lot of writing. I'm good for a couple a week. And today, when I saw that the World Video Game Hall of Fame inductees were announced, I wrote a little article about it after reading it on one of the local news websites. I believe it was WTSP or ABC Action News. The 2025 finalists were Age of Empires, never heard of it, Angry Birds, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Defender, Frogger, GoldenEye, Golden Tee, Harvest Moon, Mattel Football, Quake, NBA 2K, and Tamagotchi. And the inductees, spoiler alert, were Defender, Tamagotchi, GoldenEye, and Quake. I got no issue with that. Don't know what the hell Quake is, but the other ones, Defender was one of those first really difficult games in the arcade that separated the uber dorks from the rest of us ordinary dorks. If you could handle all of the buttons on Defender, up, down, thrust, hyperspace, bomb, laser, etc., you had something going on. So I started thinking, because John Senning and I, host of Senning Show, we love talking about the Mount Rushmore of things. The Mount Rushmore of presidents, obviously you know who those are. Mount Rushmores of breakfast, cereals, etc. When it comes to the Mount Rushmore of video games, and I'm speaking as someone who has seen the birth of video games go to what they are today due to my age, etc. I first played Pong in the 1970s, way before there were arcade games. You could hook something up to your TV where one player had a paddle on one side, one player had a paddle on the other side, and you'd kind of play like a version of ping pong or tennis or whatever. Boop, 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 etc. From that to Space Invaders, which is one of the inductees in my personal Mount Rushmore. Space Invaders was the first arcade game that you started to see in pizzerias. There weren't yet arcades because there weren't enough video games for an arcade. There was only Space Invaders, right? So you'd see it maybe in a convenience store. I think they had one near my great-grandma and great-grandpa's house in Tamarack, Florida, near Fort Lauderdale. There was a little convenience store, like a Magic Market or whatever, that had a video game, and I think it was Space Invaders. Space Invaders, Pac-Man, because Pac-Man was the first super uber popular video game that transcended video games into the world of pop culture. Everybody knew what Pac-Man was. I mean, Pac-Man fever, for crying out loud, right? And enough women played Pac-Man to where they finally went, oh my God, so many people with vaginas or PWVs are playing this game. we should make a chick version of Pac-Man, and indeed struck a blow for feminism with the superior product, Ms. Pac-Man. So you got to put that on there. My opinion, and you can tell me I'm wrong, the oddly named Donkey Kong, they wanted to call it Monkey Kong, I think, but for some reason that didn't catch on. Donkey Kong, because without Donkey Kong, the world would not know of the Mario brothers, Luigi Mario and Mario Mario. Their last name is Mario. And then without the Mario brothers, do you even have the Nintendo Entertainment System? You don't. So then there'd be no Nintendo, no SNES, no Nintendo 64, no GameCube, no Switch, no Wii. So I put Donkey Kong on there, and I don't know what the fourth would be. I'm leaning towards Pitfall because of its contributions to the home video game realm. The first game for the Atari that scrolled side to side, opening the door for Super Mario Brothers for the NES. 800-771-1025 is the number. Good afternoon. It is Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Oh, this is Brian. How you doing?
Hey, Brian. What's up?
Oh, I had an idea. Now, this is strictly from an artistic, visual point of view.
Ooh.
I'm seeing Mount Rushmore of video games. I would love to see the head of Qbert, or the whole of Qbert, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know that Qbert had the type of ubiquitous popularity necessary to be on Mount Rushmore. Don't get me wrong. Great game. Great
Really
game.
not.
Great
Yeah.
game. Beautiful game. Innovative game. You're a little red dude, and you jump on cubes. And then when you die, you curse. Ooh, strong one, Dylan. Galaga. Very strong. Not a lot of people maybe remember that Galaxian existed before Galaga, which, Galaxian, you just move side to side and shoot stuff that's falling down, kind of like Space Invaders. But Galaga, holy crap, that machine was everywhere. You could let your ship get captured, and then you had to shoot down the ship that held your ship captured without actually shooting your ship. Got to be careful with that. Challenging stage where you just mash that button. Galaga is a classic. In fact, I got to hear those sounds right now. Just seeing the word Galaga makes me yearn for the gameplay of Galaga. That sound will take you right back to 1981, spending all of your allowance money in the arcade. Let's see. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Oh, do it to my ears, baby. God, just like a Pavlovian response hearing that. Oh, yeah. I would say chances are very good that the new Pope has played Galaga. I bet he's the first Pope ever to have played Galaga, Pope Bob. Come on. Yeah. Take my ship. Come on. Oh. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
So, Drew, for an actual home video game, I have to say combat.
You have to say what?
Combat.
Here's why you're wrong. You had no choice but to play Combat. Combat was a game that they included with your Atari 2600, having many tank games and airplane games. But if they had given you the option to purchase Combat, you would never purchase Combat. It was like, I'll say Stockholm Syndrome again. You were forced to enjoy it because it came with your Atari.
It's a great point. You're absolutely right.
Thank you, though. You associate it with the Atari because that's the game that they included with your Atari. Or if you had parents that bought the Sears version of the Atari, you had Air-Sea Battle, which was the same thing as Combat, just with a different name. That was weird that Sears had their own version of the Atari, and it wasn't called the Atari. Am I right on this? Sears version of Atari. Yeah, why the Sears version existed. That was so weird. Why did it exist? Well, why don't you click on Atari Age forums and find out, dumbass. Oh, why? What if today Target doesn't have their own version of the Xbox, right? 800-771-1025. Why was Sears allowed to come up with their own version of the Atari? Drew Gobble Live, hello.
Hey, Drew. So you mentioned Tamrack. I also had a Tamrack video game story at a pizza place growing up. It was the only game, and it was Mortal Kombat.
Wow, yeah, so you're a little younger than I am because Mortal Kombat didn't come out until I was a teenager. So you were familiar with the Tamarack area?
Yeah, the pizza place was right in the same plaza as Roosters, the really good wing place there.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. We probably went to that place because my dad is big into wings. But we didn't go out to eat a lot because my Nana cooked. She was from Italy. Like, they came over on the boat. So they cooked their asses off for us. And you always knew that there was going to be an entree after the pasta because you'd have your pasta in a bowl, and under that bowl was a plate. So you knew as a kid, don't fill up too much on the pasta because there's going to be something served in that plate. Once, it was rabbit. No, I'm sorry, more than once it was rabbit. I finally determined it was rabbit when, as a genius 12-year-old kid, I said, hey, if this is chicken or turkey, where are the wings? And they said, oh, the little idiot finally got a clue. Yeah, it's been rabbit all these years. Hello, Drew Grub Live. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Jesse.
What's up, Jesse?
I was going to say I agree with the Pac-Man.
Of course.
And then I would have to go on to the next generation in Nintendo with Mario. And then after that, you got to go Sega Genesis with Mortal Kombat. And then after that is my tough one. You got to go. You go to the newer ages with the Xbox and PlayStation. It's either got to be Halo or Call of Duty because that's what everybody played and that's what I played and that's got to be the biggest games of each generation.
Dude, I would say Call of Duty especially. I never got into it because I can't stand first-person shooters. I suck at them. My son absolutely loved every version of it. Iteration, I think was the word I was looking for there before I stumbled over it. So yeah, I would have to say probably Call of Duty gets up there, even though I wasn't that into it. Kaboom was another classic. God, at the time, they were great graphics for the Atari. Now when I look at it, it is such a joke. You have this little hamburger-looking dude, and he would drop bombs, and you had to catch him in buckets. And that was what Kaboom was. Oh, man. You kids today have no idea how good you have it. This is what we grew up on. Now you've got like real actual sound for stuff. Actual celebrity voices in video games. This is what we had. And we liked it. So lame. Good afternoon, Drew Grab Live.
Hey, how you doing today?
What's up, brother? I'm doing great, man. Thank you. How you doing?
Awesome. I'm doing good. This is Joey.
Hey, Joey.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay, I came in late to the conversation a little bit. I just turned the radio on. Is it the Mount Rushmore video games? What you're saying is on there? That should be on there?
Well, yeah. So my Mount Rushmore of video games is Space Invaders, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and I'm not sure about the fourth one. And the reason we're talking about it is because the Video Game Hall of Fame inducted their new finalists with Defender, Golden Eye, Tamagotchi, and Quake getting in.
Okay, well, then that's good. Thank you. Well, I'm going to say, well, first of all, I heard the part with Galaga, and I was really undefeated. I had a good Galaga game. But I'm going to say Dig Dug. Dig Dug or Sonic the Hedgehog, because the reason why, without Sonic, that was an answer to Mario. Without Sonic, there would have been no Sega, and they said it. Yeah. They had to find something to reach Mario's popularity.
Yeah.
And Sonic... I'm going to say Sonic should be on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, Sonic is a pretty good franchise. They just came out with a movie, I believe, last year, and that was a great game. If I'm not mistaken, that's the game that came with the Sega Genesis, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
So I agree with all your picks, but if you're looking for the fourth one, I would say Sonic. And they come with Sega Genesis.
Not bad at all, my man. And thank you for mentioning Dig Dug. If you had to make a quarter last for a long time in the arcade, you put that in Dig Dug, and you're there for like 35, 40 minutes. You're an underground dude with like a laser hose in your hand, and you're burrowing tunnels in the sand, different colors of strata, and you try to overinflate a dragon and a tomato until they pop. That must have taken some serious mind expansion to come up with that idea, right? Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, dude?
I was going to say asteroids or Missile Command.
Yeah, my dad had asteroids. Couldn't sit down in the toilet for weeks. 800-771-1025. Yeah, those are both great games. Missile Command was a little challenging because you had to, like, fire from 3 different bases at once. Asteroids was phenomenal. And I think there was a sequel, too. Was it, like, Asteroids 99? Asteroids sequel. Asteroids Deluxe. Might be. That was one of the bigger disappointments of my life, which I guess I was living a pretty good life if that was one of my disappointments. The asteroids that existed for the Atari home system was awful. Awful. Like you were shooting at big sherbet balls.
I know, but what about Centipede?
What about Centipede, bitch?
Oh, what?
I'm just kidding. I'm just having some fun with you.
That's
I know. I'm sorry. That is a great game. That is a phenomenal game. Centipede, so much.
I was thinking about that.
So much.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Pitfall. Remember Pitfall?
No, I don't remember Pitfall. What was that all about?
Really? That was when you had to chase and jump over the alligators, and I think it was like after Frogger. It was one of the. I don't know, Sega. I'm not sure.
Oh no, Atari 2600, and yeah, you'd have to swing on the vine and go.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And then when you die,
what about Tempest?
Tempest was good. What do you? Were you a girl who spent a lot of time in the arcade? We didn't see girls at the arcades a lot.
I did. I love the arcade, and I love pinball machines. You know, I like those.
Now we're talking.
And
yeah, there. I'll tell you, if you're into pinball, there's some good pinball. Are you in the Tampa Bay area?
Indeed.
At Tarpon Springs, there's a place called Replay Arcade Museum, and they got a good bunch of pinballs. If you're near Dunedin, there's a place called Reboot. They got a good bunch of pinball machines there, and I love playing some pinball. It's a good time right there.
I've actually was at the one in Tarpon Springs, and it is rocking. You pay like a certain fee, and you pay all day. Yeah, you play all day. So it's pretty cool. I've been there. It is.
Hell yeah.
They do have some pretty cool old school ones there.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for the call. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great night.
Yep.
Word. Yep. Wow, girls in an arcade. Man, we wouldn't have known what to do. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, this is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. What's up, buddy?
Hey, there's a couple of them that a long time ago that I used to play a lot would be Time Pilot, Robotron, and the one that used to always blow my mind was the Hyper Olympics. They used to go crazy on that one.
I remember track and field. I don't remember Hyper Olympics.
It was track and field Hyper Olympics, I think it was.
Oh, okay. At Robotron, you had the 2 controllers, and that was
awesome.
One of them controlled the movement, and then one of them they would shoot your weapon all around.
Shoot. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Thank you. All right, hang tight. We'll come back, conclude this program, maybe with a little Give Dick a Rest, if you're in the mood for it. I know I am. Before we get the hell out of here and go witness the magic that is Pussifer live. Universal Roof and Contracting wants to take care of that roof of yours just in time for storm season. You go to universalroof.com and you can set up a complimentary roof inspection. If there is work that needs to be done, whether it's a repair or a re-roof, they'll cut you a 15% discount simply because you listen to this radio program. 15% off roof replacement and repairs. They do an amazing job. There are financing options available. They have been in business for 32 years. They're veteran-owned, and I used them about 21 years ago when Hurricane Charlie ripped through Orlando, did some damage to my roof. I went with my buddy Jared's company, a new company at the time, Universal Roof. I was blown away with the work that they did, and I told Jared then, I'm like, man, you guys do phenomenal work. In about 21 years, I'm going to be talking about you on Tampa Bay radio. Okay, that last part wasn't true. I didn't know that I'd be working in Tampa radio, but the other part, that was completely 100% factual. UniversalRoof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting. They will do an exceptional job for you, an affordable job for you, and you'll be thrilled.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Good news, The Bone Bonus is tariff-free. It's The Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Looks like partial off-ramp blockage to Armenia Avenue off 275 North, so expect moderate delay there. Overall, a good 10 to 15 minutes still, 275 North off the Howard Franklin. Swan Avenue dealing with a crash at Howard Avenue, that is eastbound traffic. The Courtney Campbell and Gulf to Bay westbound looking much better into Pinellas. 301 and Hills Row will continue to see road work for the foreseeable future. Going to back you up primarily in the Riverview Drive and Gibsonton Drive areas. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby! I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Just one step. That's all it takes to begin to make a huge change in your life with nursing education from Jersey College's School of Nursing. Just ask our grads.
Jersey College gave me all the tools and confidence I needed to prepare me to be a nurse.
The teachers here, they're amazing. They're supportive.
You're never alone. It's more than just a school here. I feel like it's a family.
2025 is full of possibilities. Take the next step towards your nursing dream today. Visit jerseycollege.edu. That's jerseycollege.edu.
Mobile service is here at Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule mobile service with Jerry-owned today online at jerryowned.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Get factory direct custom made impact windows installed before hurricane season starts. It's John Senning here for Reese Windows and Doors, where they've been installing affordable, high quality impact windows for over 50 years. At Reese, most impact windows are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks, and now you can win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 for your chance to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through May 31st, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now at Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.50%, APR 6.56% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restricted supply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation's free.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Hey, chill seekers, I've got something mind-blowing for you, and it's the Kava Social Club. If you haven't tried it yet, you're missing out on the Kava and Kratom drinks. They are delicious. It's time to forget the stereotypes. These smooth, flavorful blends are perfect for unwinding after a long day. Trust me, your taste buds and your stress levels will thank you. If you're ready to elevate your chill, head to the Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, where good vibes and great people meet. Check them out on all your social medias at Kava Social Club.
The old saying, you get what you pay for, still holds true today. Like when air conditioning companies offer you $29 tune-ups. Really? I'm not going to be fooled by that, and you shouldn't be either. Hi, I'm Zach Moskowitz, president of Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Those so-called deals lure you into spending a lot more. At Cox Heating and Air Conditioning, we have a real honest solution. It's our Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan. For only $110 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home twice a year and keep you cool. Get your Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan today at coxair.com.
License number CAC 1816108.
Cox is your key to comfort since 1958.
Weekday lunch just arrived at J. Luigi Soho, now serving Italia all day. Stop in Tuesday through Friday for $11 lunch combos and sandwiches made just for lunch. Then ease into happy hour from 4 to 6 with martinis, spritz, and more. J. Luigi Soho on the corner of South Howard and De Leon. Ciao for now.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
And now, breaking news. You leaving me. Your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television. For going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Jason Hansen, former CIA officer here, with an urgent warning. The 2025 tariffs are a matter of national security, and retaliation can become an extreme national threat. Every American with a 401k, IRA, or retirement account should act now before it's too late. I urge everyone to protect and secure their hard-earned money with physical gold and silver before we see massive retaliations from China and an extreme market of volatility. I only trust Advantage Gold with my money. They're the #1 precious metals company in America, and they can help you secure your retirement with physical gold and silver. To get started, just call 800-324-9902 and request their free gold investment guide and learn how you can own physical gold and silver, tax-free and penalty-free. But don't wait. This threat is real. Call 800-324-9902. Now again, that's 800-324-9902. Call right now and get your free gold investment guide today or visit AdvantageGold.com. Past performance may vary. Always consult with a tax and financial professional.
Welcome to Rockville is gearing up to take over the Daytona International Speedway. From May 15th to 18th, 5 stages, 4 days, and over 150 bands. Select passes on sale now at welcometorockville.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delegato. A couple of random showers and thunder showers gradually ending tonight, lows mid-70s. Same basic weather outlook on Friday. Sunshine early. Skies partly cloudy, storms developing along the sea breeze and drifting inland, and highs up near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Not much time. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
Hey, before we get off the topic, I'm in my 50s. When we were like playing track and field, do you remember the comb? You know, you take the comb and you make it go right, left, right, left.
A comb or a pencil would help you move a little bit faster instead of slapping those buttons left, right, right?
Yeah, and then you have Zaxxon. Did you ever play that Zaxxon?
Zaxxon, where you had to judge like where you were by your ship's shadow so you didn't smash into the buildings.
You know it.
You know it, too. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
What's up?
You tell me.
This is Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati.
What's going on? Yep.
What's up?
You tell me.
What's going on?
Go to hell. What's up? What's going on? What's happening? What's cracking? What's really going on? What's happening? You're going to have to go it alone, pal. Hey, thanks a lot for listening to the show today. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me as much as I enjoyed hanging out with you. See you at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amp in just a little bit for a rollicking 3-band mega set. I'll report back tomorrow. Maybe Mo will be here. Maybe he won't. You'll find out. We hope he feels better, of course. Have a great night. Make sure you rise, shine, and grind and listen to the Mike Calta Show, followed by Johnny B, followed by JP, followed by Sending Show, followed by me. See you tomorrow. You follow me on TikTok if you want. I think I'm Drew Garabo there. I've been trying to get my head around TikTok. DREWGARABO. It's probably my screen name. Yep. Also on Instagram under the same name. Like the Drew Garabo Live Facebook page if you want. And take it easy, all right? Bye.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Looks like partial off-ramp blockage to Armenia Avenue off 275 North, so expect moderate delay there. Overall, a good 10 to 15 minutes still, 275 North off the Howard Franklin. Swan Avenue dealing with a crash at Howard Avenue, that is eastbound traffic. The Courtney Campbell and Gulf to Bay westbound looking much better into Pinellas. 301 and Hills Road will continue to see road work for the foreseeable future. Going to back you up primarily in the Riverview Drive and Gibsonton Drive areas. This is Eric in the Farah Farah Traffic Center.
This traffic report is brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting Florida homes and providing affordable roofing solutions. Check them out at universalroof.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm Country. See dealer for complete details.
Babe, I don't know how to tell you this, but it's time to break up. With our power company, they keep raising rates while you keep footing the bill. At Solar Bear, we say enough is enough. Go solar today and get your first 12 months completely free. With over 10 years in business and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're Florida's trusted solar provider. Locally owned, proven, and affordable. Make the switch. Call Solar Bear now and visit solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Business owners everywhere are raving about ZipRecruiter's new feature, Zip Intro, which does the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates to meet with you as soon as the next day. So we decided to call up some of these employers and hear their stories. Today, we're on the phone with Pilates studio owner Crystal M. Harris. Crystal, how has Zip Intro helped you hire?
Well, I was opening a Pilates studio in McDonough, Georgia, and I needed to staff up quickly. Zip Intro did the work for me. It helped me find enthusiastic candidates who matched my qualifications perfectly.
That's great.
Yeah, I had my Zip Intro session on Tuesday, did all the interviews by Thursday, sent out the offers on Friday, and they started on Monday. Because Zip Intro did most of the work, I saved so much time.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, you can try Zip Intro for free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit WatermanConstructionGroup.com or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Call them today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Brit Floyd, the world's greatest live Pink Floyd experience, returns to Ruth Eckerd Hall, May 16th. Celebrating the 50th anniversary of Pink Floyd's classic album, Wish You Were Here, complete with a stunning laser and light show, iconic circular screen, and more. Don't miss Brit Floyd at Ruth Eckerd Hall, May 16th. Tickets on sale now. Visit RuthEckerdHall.com.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. and 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Please listen carefully.
This program was recorded at an earlier date and time. The content contained here may be out of date and context. Listener discretion is advised. 102.5 The Bone.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home, 'cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
All right, here we go.
It's the Mike Calta Show.
Now, you ready for this? This is happening!
Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Hey, wake up, stupid!
You know what I'm saying? I think you do.
Check 1, 2. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All systems are go.
Make some noise!
3, 2,